Oh my gosh. Doobie doobie doo, a doobie doobie doo. Are you Agent P? Oh my god. Yo, check out. Oh no, hello. I had a dream last night. Since you were potentially going to be unable to stream in the near future for this final stream, you completely overhauled your look and created this insanely looking VTuber, played like 30 games that don't exist rapid fire and had buttons on the screen to like attack you or place interactive alerts on the screen. It was frightening. I quickly became the Minecraft VTuber pipeline. My god, oh my gosh. And I was like, it was great, Tyler. You didn't ask last time, but it's fine. It's fine. I hope you're doing well, King. I hope life's been treating you well. Oh, hydrate. Oh my god, right off the bat. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm hoping to be able to stream. I'm hoping it would, like, nothing will be interrupted in the slightest. Poggers! Threat! Oh my god! Yo, Edward! Oh my god, thank you so much for 49 months! Oh my god! I feel threatened. I feel well threatened. Oh my gosh. I'm hopeful to be able to stream. There's just some silliness going on, and so it may, everything should be fine. I'm hoping that I'm hoping from your point of view, nothing will be impacted whatsoever. But, some things have been. For instance, there was a video that was meant to come out last Friday, and then again this Friday, and then now it'll probably be the following Friday. But and that was largely to do with some of the stuff that's going on that I just had to prioritize over everything else because it seemed the responsible thing to do. And then, there's just some people, there's some things and some people going on, and some snafus and the like, and it's very unwelcome, I'll tell you that. Not all of it, some of it might be good in the end, but it's definitely been a wacky little time, And then also currently I'm gonna get struck by lightning any second, so that's great too. Totally. I don't know if you can hear that or not, actually. Probably not. I think the sound's fine. You probably shouldn't be able to hear there's the non-existent thunderstorm. I hang my head in shame that I didn't ask last time. Oh, come on, it's fine. It's fine. You just fell off the bit train for a hot second. It's probably my bad for all the issues of like stopping stream. Actually, you should cancel next Monday so I can hang out with my girlfriend in peace. Oh my god. I knew there was meant to be a VOD. I knew it, and you all called me crazy. Oh my god. Are you okay though? Legit sending random internet good vibes, fam friends that don't know us. Me personally, I'm fine. All right, I may be in a situation where I have to move soon, but that's that's fine. It comes with the territory of life, I'm not, me personally, I'm not dying. I don't have disease or plague or pestilence, I'm simply vibing. All I am to be is just kicking around, and some other folks that I'm helping, they just had to take some priorities. So you don't have any hits on you. Not that I know, I mean, I could kind of understand if I did. Like, listen, there's some parts of town you don't go to because there's some people who still think it's the 1980s, Oh my god. But no. How could I ever? No one would ever put a hit out on me. Come on. I'm too lovable. I'm too great. I'm too inspirational. Nobody would ever put something like that out on me. Come on. I think that was pretty good. Me personally, I think that was a pretty good transition. Some may disagree, but they will be forever consigned to oblivion because I think that was probably one of my better ones. Oh my gosh. But that was pretty good. Let's go. See, I knew it. Oh my gosh. Set up perfectly and everything. But we're back with some Minecraft. It's been so long. It's been like a month. I think it's literally been a month since we last played any Minecraft. 1950s is the part of the country. 1861 of the others. Well, you know, depends on where you are, on whether or not, you know, maybe the new invention at the time was Teflon, maybe it was Tupperware, you know, maybe it was, I don't know what was invented in the 1860s, Canada, I don't, you know, who's to say? I forgot you played this game. Thought you were a Deltarune stream. Listen, I may be a bit of a big shot, but I'm not stupid. But I'm not purely a Deltarune stream. Come on. Oh my gosh. Wait, honestly, fun game. I actually haven't been hot about it. I just kind of wanted to play some Minecraft. I was like, but I probably should play Deltarune because we left it right at a boss fight. But you know, what are the odds that I come back and like don't remember how to play? That doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me at all. I'm always locked in. And, you know, of the other games that we've had on the go, I don't think, you know, none of them seemed like good options at this point in time, you know? I didn't think anybody was chomping at the bit for more Indiana Jones just a second, you know? It's been 5 ever, you gotta play. Exactly! I think the last time I played this was like the 4th, you know? Spice it up, exactly. Gotta get back to my roots. I leave you. I think you should decorate this path you just walked for street. Leaves, fences, and lamps. Wait, the path back there? Like the path through the farmland? Could do that. I was gonna continue to pick away on the beautification of another area, and then I was also gonna gather a bunch of deep slate and sandstone. For reasons. Don't worry about it. Add some trees. Trees in the farmland? But it's farmland. It's rolling hills. It's rolling hills of wheat and windmill fun. There can't be. We can't have all these trees. There's a handful of trees, but we can't have too many. That's bad. That's how am I meant to have rolling golden hills of wheat? You've forgotten the theme of the region. You've forgotten the theme. Is actually important for agriculture? Nah, surely not. Listen, me personally, being a rural individual as I am, you know, being from just a podunk town, just the middle of nowhere, just living up the most rugged rural life you can imagine, I would know. You don't need trees for that. No. Can you do me a favor and yell when it's 5 so I can't look at my phone at the moment? Okay. I wasn't really watching the clock, but I'll endeavor to do my best. What an ask. I've become, wow, reduced to but an alarm clock. Oh God. Oh, I was gonna go put this stuff over in that other chest before I went and got the deep slate. That's what I was doing. Nap, rural farms have treescapes to provide homes for insects. Yeah, but not in the fields. Like only a handful. That's why we got the one the azalea for the bees. How much wheat do they grow in the ice sheets of Nova? Well, you know, we're mostly we do other kinds of farming, you know, mostly not wheat, you know, that's more of an import. The path is a brake line. You should have trees there. I mean, maybe. Perhaps. Who's to say? Okay, we will beautify and add some trees and flowers. I was beautifying all last Minecraft stream. We were beautifying an area actually all the way up over here where I'm gonna go drop these logs. Because that way I can. Nap is scared of trees. Why? How would I scared of trees? Now you're just talking crazy talk. Scared of trees? How would that even work? Like what? Just like I fear their bark more than their bite? What do you mean? Just, ah! Oh no, not an oak! Oh, an old growth forest! Oh Lord, have mercy! Is that a nutty pine? No! Maple! Ah! Oh my gosh. What a time to be alive. Many rings. It'd be commitment. Okay. Oh, so now I fear commitment. Who are you? Hey, who are you? My tailor? I don't know why that came to mind. I was like, okay, I don't, not ex-wife. What's an alternative? And then I guess tailor made sense. I don't have a tailor, but maybe that's because they're my ex. I don't know. What games are in the current cycle? In total, or ones that have yet to be started as well? Because there is a 2-game backlog to be started of like proper full-on game. My God, I can't believe I just got absolutely. What's the term? Read the filth? I think that's the term. You know, what did I do? What did I do to deserve such a thing? Nothing. I simply exist. Yo, Bobby now. This is Company, the musical. Want something, Bobby? Want something? Oh my God. Someone too close. Being alive. All of them, I guess. Well, I guess in totality, there's Deltarune. There's Indiana Jones. There's Ghost of Tsushima. There's there was Tomb Raider, but I've shelved that one. Then there's technically, I guess, Crusader Kings now. I don't know. That's not really a sub goal. That was just like a thing that's kind of become more recurring than I thought it would. But people enjoy it, so I'm happy to play. I like the game, so you know. Then there's Resident Evil 4 remake, and no, we just did the unpacking. Oh yeah, and then there's Zelda, the Zelda game. Yes. It's not 5. Go away. Yeah, but Tyler's right. Zelda is one of them. Also, that is funny. Tyler just crawling from the abyss. Zelda, please, Zelda. You know. And Sonic? No, not Sonic. I think there was another one. I believe. I think there's one other that I'm blanking on. Oh, the dating game, Date Everything. That's what it was. And then yes, a Fortnite stream as well. Though I don't. Sorry, I didn't count that one as a game because I was like, that's more of a. That's more of just that and Nap Week are more of just like, for lack of a better word, an event that will occur. Oh man. Leon. It's a ref, not a call for my love. Oh, you know what? It's good that you said that. I totally thought that was just you being like thirsty on Maine. I was like, you know, fair ball. It's Friday. It's, you know, Fridays you're allowed, I guess. You know, everybody's gotta be given their proclivities. You know, is that the right word? Proclivities. Yo, Cyrilite out, dude. Long time no see, King. I hope you've been well. I hope life's been treating you well. Oh my good gracious. How you been? Now I noticed you put Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider. Well, technically I said Tomb Raider is probably not. I said that one's like off the list, but it was one that was left unfinished. But you have it to the New Vegas DLCs. Let's talk about that. Oh my my gosh. I mean, those are on the list. Those are on the list. I simply, those were DLCs, and so I have put them lower on the list because I'm like, they're continuations rather than like completions of a game. They're probably about on par with Resident Evil and the Ghost of Tsushima. Which Ghost of Tsushima, I'll probably do, because this sub goal is probably gonna come to an end soon. I'll probably change the sub goal next time to be long stream, and then we'll probably just start a game with that, and it'll either be probably will be that one, just so that way like it could be just a long chunky stream that just engages with that like pace, or I guess I could wrap a game maybe with a long one, you know. You always nap week with Papa Pizzerias one day. Yes, that is true. Hitman is not one of them. Hitman is not one of them. It goes good. Yo, nice, dude. What have you been up to? What's life got you all wrapped up in, eh? We back mining and or crafting. We are indeed. We are mining and then crafting. It's true. It's like the main part of the game. Good news, had my final MRI last night. Oh, and it's nicely, and they give me a CD with my bone MRIs and my X-ray. Yo, is that like you just wanted the disc with copies, and they're just like, all right, sure, man, whatever you want. I mean, that's good. It would be weird if they like wouldn't provide it with you, right? Wouldn't it be weird if your like medical professional was like, I'm not giving you the scans we took. No, those are for me. It wasn't even medically necessary. I was curious, you know. It is definitely one of them. Let me be delusional. This is not a once a year thing. Oh my god. I can't give in to the delusions of chatters, you know. That's a dangerous road to go down, King. I gotta stay strong. Nap Hitman April 1st for 100 stream streak. April 1st? I mean, like of 2026? Are you going away until 2026? I feel like some cutting and trimming can be done in a certain region. Maybe get rid of a few strays. Maybe replace them with a game you've already started, like a New Vegas deal. But you see, I haven't started a New Vegas DLC, King. That's sort of a fact of life. Is I haven't started the DLCs. Oh my gosh. Just chilling, I guess. What about you? I'm doing grand, dude. Living La Vida Loca, you know. It's good to have your medical records, but also I want to embroider my spine on clothing. I can't lie, that's actually metal. That's kind of awesome. Listen, that's sick. That's kind of awesome, dude. Just an embroidered spine, and somebody's like, "Oh, is it like a oh no, it's mine." Huh? Yeah, it's mine. You like it? Yeah, it's my spine. Oh my god, that's sick. Yo, out though. Currently at work, but on break. Yo, guess what? What? What's up? What's happening? What happened? But Nap Hitman August 1st for my 100 stream streak. Oh, August. Oh, I see. Not April. All right. I see. Yeah, we've already done this song and dance with the Outer Wilds DLC, and I won in the end. I can go on as long as I need. Can you? Maybe. Who's to say? I am strong of will. You know, I'm a strong-willed individual. You know, I my constitution is deft. You know, deftly applicable. I just realized I said that message in German. Sorry. No worries. Oh, I just assumed it was just like a "what about you" in like an odd way of typing it. I was like, maybe it's German, or maybe it's just "how are you doing" in like "what's about you," and I was like, all right, if that's how you want to type. But it's German. That makes way more sense. Oh god. I also have scans of my retina, but I want to embroider on the front of my shirt. It's like a front left chest patch. Again, incredibly metal. That's so sick. Oh my god. Kind of eldritch horror, not gonna lie, but like in a good way, you know, in like an Eye of Vecna type way, you know. Oh, what an item! What a sick little piece of lore, you know. Very tired. I forgot what language was that. Was what? I hear that happens, you know. Me personally wouldn't know. I'm you know, monolingual. Outside of being like I can bumble through some stuff, but mostly monolingual. Bah. Yo, Castel! Outdo. What's up, King? Hopefully you're doing well. How is the week? Bah. Now you should totally get an MRI done just so you could do the same thing embroidered hoodies, only it is your brain embroidered on the hoodie, and in the text it's just this big brain. Wait, that is also kind of awesome. I mean, I feel like I fear I would never do such, because what if somebody steals my brain scan and somehow reverse engineers my existence, you know? What if that's possible? What if through the brain scan they're like, finally, I got the last piece of the puzzle, and then what? I'm dealing with like a clone. I've seen too many movies. There's no way, no how, you know. Now you may say, Nap, that seems a little what's the word, paranoid. To which I'd say, well, only until it happens, and then boy howdy will I seem like I had the right idea. Get cloned via hoodie. Exactly. Ow, and what a way to get cloned, you know? It's not even like they didn't even have to camp out or nothing, you know? I'm sure in like 40 years they're gonna be like brain scans all the way, like that's gonna be your new your new social security, you know? They're gonna be like, hey, don't give your brain scans out. You just wait. Wait, what the heck? I bought a Twitch gift card to gift, now let me gift subs, these bloods. No! Wait, that's so sad. I mean, well, thank you for the thought of it, if nothing else, but oh my god. Twitch can't work with them, can't work without them, you know? I actually just had my, head and cervical spine done yesterday. A hood, makes so much sense. I'm sold! I'll do it! Wait, I can't sing that song. Never mind. I see Fantastic Four today. Yo, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be Superman. Yo. That's you know what I've learned that a lot of people don't like not because he sucks, which he does, Reed Richards. There's a meme going around I saw the other day, and it was an interesting element to it, because it was all the people being like, wow, I can't believe this guy called himself Mr. Fantastic. Well, chatters, if you would read Jack Kirby's original notes, which I'm sure everyone here has, right? We've all read Jack Kirby's notes, yes. We've all read his discussions with Stan Lee about the creation of the Fantastic Four, yes. Yes, we're all aware, yes. Etymology, yes. All aware, yes. Seemingly so. The original form of it is actually to say that he's a little weird freak, which I think's neat. But everybody takes it to be like, oh, it's because the Fantastic Four changed the etymological meaning of fantastic. Like the people today think fantastic is just another word, kind of like awesome, where like awesome used to be like in the original sense of the word, it meant to be like in awe of something, and it could be good or bad. You know, you would be absolutely like locked in on what do we call it? The It's 5 o'clock. Just needed to be sure. Just needed to be sure. I needed to find my alarm. I hope that worked. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, fantastic. It didn't used to mean like good. It used to be he asked me to warn him when it was 5 o'clock. You know, it's his fault. So I didn't have headphones today. Oh my god. Oh, that was my alarm. You said to warn you when it's 5. Oh my god. But yeah, so fantastic used to just mean like something that was unbelievable or like extraordinary or and like not necessarily good. Like oh, it's quite the fantastic tale, I must tell you. Like doesn't mean it was good what happened to you. It meant, you know, like it was an inconceivable thing. It was weird. Weird, you know? So really, he was just being like it was the whole thing, like, you can be the thing, and well, Ben Grimm's like, I'll be the thing, and he's like, and I'll be Mr. Fantastic, because he's fantastical. He's a being too fantastic to believe, but now everybody thinks it means good, so it kind of seems like he's just being like, I'm great, I'm Mr. Awesome, that's who I am, which is ironic, because awesome, as I said, also used to mean something slightly different, so. There's your etymological, the weird 4, exactly, that's what it is, it's the unbelievable 4 is all it is, and it's and it's not at all like a thing of like, wow, he's so full of himself. I mean, he is, but like, that's for other reasons, that's because he's a jerk. I thought that was a soundboard and I was being blamed for no reason. No, that was me yelling at you because you said to tell you when it was 5. And blowing out people's eardrums to do so. And it confuses people. It makes me happy. See, if I use awesome in the other, I say in the original context of the word. And then people still don't know what I mean, but I sound smart. But then I sound smart, so it's fine. And they go, Nap, that kind of makes you seem a bit pretentious. To which I go, no, it makes me seem arrogant. You don't know what the word pretentious means. Which then normally leads to me, you know, getting in a fight. That's, you know. And then somehow I always end up in a dumpster. It's crazy. Yeah. The queer 4, am I allowed to say that? Only Automod will tell. Yeah, if you know, because that's equally in the original sense of the word. Why do you hate Reed Richards? He's just a horrible he's like worse than Xavier, dude. He's like, yeah, so anyway, I started lobotomizing people. You know, he's like, yeah, I'm always going to be right because I'm the smartest person ever, and ethics be damned, you know? I messed with my arthritis. Well, I'm sorry, kid. The big old alarm is big and loud. You can say, oh yeah, Reed's horrible. I love it. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's like the definition of the savant, which is like, so I haven't seen the movie yet. So like my hope and only hope really is, because we didn't get this with John Krasinski, is, you know, he just needs to always be right. Even if he sucks, even if it's like a roundabout way, even if it's like no matter what, my only hope is they make sure they get the fact the character's like the super intelligent being of the universe. You know, he's like, oh yeah, if he says something's gonna be a way, it's like gonna be that way. Unless, you know, God himself gets involved to make it not be so. He's too smart for his own good, and that's the problem, you know? Oh, man. Autobot, can you be consistent? No, it's impossible. The only child soldier Reed ever had was his own biological ones. That doesn't make it good. Oh, my God. Also, not technically true. Also, so, you know. Also, he does also. There are other kids that he is involved in his schemes at different times. You know. Don't get me wrong. I think I like the character of Reed Richards. He's just sucks as like a person. He's just like a bad dude. You know, I think he's ethically speaking probably a little worse than Doom. Doom at least, like, you know, doesn't pretend to be. I guess that's the question: is what's worse, to be a good guy, but like to be a good guy that does bad things and pretend like they're not bad, or to be a bad guy and do some good things but then don't pretend that you are a good guy. You know what I mean? Personally, I think the latter's better than the former. But I also just think Victor Von Doom's great. What a character. He's always equally. I hope that he's done well, because it's like that is like one of the quintessential characters in all of both comics, but also like Marvel. And I'm like, yeah, I hope they do it well. I know they're probably doing an Elseworld story about an alternative universe Tony Stark, but still, come on, come on. I'm excited. I'm planning a fashion collection. Yo, how to do a fashion show? Yo, wait, dude, that's awesome. What do you mean? Oh my god, dude, that's freaking sick. Congratulations. Oh my god, yo. Wait, what's got you planning all that? You diagnose yourself with autism and then immediately try to cure it one time, and suddenly you're the bad guy. Oh my god, that's not the one and only issue of Reed Richards. Oh my god. Ah, Shockwave, wait, do you mean like for the Transformer? I mean based, but like just out of left field. Shockwave, like Epcot ball, like. So anyway, I love Dr. Doom, but Shockwave. Oh my god. Yes, yeah, so you just, oh my god. Someone else said Shockwave, did they? I'm pretty sure I was just talking about like Marvel characters, and you just went, Shockwave. Which, don't get me wrong, based, like, funny. Scroll up, doofus. I refuse. No, I choose to always be right. I'm Reed Richards. Is anyone has like 4,000 Canadian hanging around? Let me know. Yeah, just chilling. Yeah, if anybody's got to kick it around, you know. But thanks, y'all. The reason I hate my job, and I like to use my schooling. Yo, well, that's fantastic, dude. I'm so hyped for you. That's awesome. Oh my god. Anna with Tor, eat your heart out, you know. Anyway, Shockwave isn't even my favorite. Well, who's your favorite? I like the Decepticon that was like a blackbird and like changed sides and was like, who's winning? Oh, no, that's no good. I'll change sides. You know what I mean? That guy from the second one. I liked him. He was funny. I don't know his name, but he was funny. Bop, 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 bop. He probably had a name. They definitely gave him one. My name is Optimus Prime. Rhymes with grunt, huh? Yo, what? Speaking of, I still need to watch that anime, like Transformers 1. I've heard such good things about it. Oh yeah, and how, MJ, speaking of, yeah, how's the comic book search going? You were like doing a deep dive of the comics of Transformers, weren't you? And it was like an interesting storyline where, correct me if I'm wrong, Optimus was like, anyway, Bumblebee, L plus ratio, I'm out of here, bye-bye, enjoy, you're running Cybertron now, bye-bye, bye-bye, everybody sees me as a war criminal, bye-bye. And then he just left, and then left Bumblebee to clean up the mess, and it's like an interesting, little tale, it seemed. Soundwave's my favorite. Dumb cassette player. That's fair. I also like how he talks. I like how he reminds me of D-Tron, who none of you will know, but D-Tron, my beloved. D-Tron at your service. Oh, what a little guy. A little goober. I went everywhere with D-Tron. What a little, oh. Thundercracker. Who? Oh, is that the guy? Is that the is that the guy who's the Blackbird, the Blackhawk? It's very difficult of three of Megatron's big boys. I really love Soundwave, Starscream, and Shockwave. He's interesting. Ooh. What is that actually doing with his mind, by the way, Mr. Starscream? Oh, currently I'm gathering materials. That's what I need. I need the cobbled deep slate. Or make it space for something. Currently, just resource gathering. I mean, what could I possibly need to make space for? That'd be crazy. You know, that doesn't sound like me. Is it just really good by the oh wait, no, I read that. Yeah. Thundercracker. So it is Thundercracker. That's the Archangel Shards guy. Neat. That's weird. I didn't think that was his name. Then again, I don't know what it doesn't sound right, but at the same time, I got no idea what his name is. So you're probably right. But yeah, I do plan a lot of corsetry and crinolls. Oh yo. The price of the show is run by a company here. Would include models, makeup, pro shots, images, and video, and hopefully you can share that with y'all what happens. Yo, anything and everything you can would be super cool, dude. I genuinely be so hyped to see. Is it like styled like is it like historically styled, or is it just like, is it modern? Is it just like whatever you want kind of thing? It seems to, I mean, I assume from corsetry it's probably styled historically. But it's neat. I don't love Shockwave as a guy, but incredibly interesting. Soundwave is very genuine, and my girl loves Starscream, and I like him a lot too. Ain't Starscream the one who's like always trying to like betray Megatron and then gets away? Like he's like, ah, when Megatron's gone, I will rule, and then he never does because he sucks. Like, I'm sure that's just like the TV show. I'm sure that's not really the case. He's probably a really deep and interesting character, but that's all I remember. Ah, Megatron, why are you still here, old man? And then Megatron turns into a handgun for some reason, which I've never fully understood. Why are they all like robots that turn into like vehicles, and then Megatron turns into a gun? At least he did in like the cartoon. I don't know if that's still the case, I guess. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm crazy. It just seemed rather intentional. Maybe you could use the space for something in the future. Who knows? Maybe. Who's to say? Maybe I just do things with a lot of intent, you know? Maybe I'm just a very intentional being. It's gonna be both modern and historically inspired. Yo! Granted, Modern Runaway uses a lot of corsets, even if you wouldn't know it. It's built into the dresses now, and everyone's just like, wow, fits like a glove, and I look great. And it's like, babe, you're wearing a corset. No, it's the dress. Like, yes, ma'am, whatever you say. All the people are like, corsets are the worst. Oh, you can't even breathe in those things. Meanwhile, they're just not wearing well-fitted corsets. And then they get on the new dress, and they're like, oh, this is wonderful. So snug. Like, yes. So well fit. Oh my gosh. Oh, and Swindle's great too. The Decepticons are all great. Frick the Autobots. What's wrong with the Autobot? You don't like Optimus Prime? You don't like Bumblebee? You don't like Ironhide? I mean, yeah, Starscream really does just tend to want to get rid of Megatron. Turns into a gun and a tank or a plane, depending on the story. What a cycle of options. One of those is very different. Doesn't turn into a gun nearly as much as he should anymore. As he should? Why should he? He was the only one who did that. Nobody else just turned into a gun. It was crazy. What? Why does he just become gun? That seems insane. Oh. He has two alts. Your costume friend's an amazing influence on you. Oh, well, I read her whole, listen, I read and helped her, in, like, not helped with the content, but just in spell checking and stuff like that, when she was writing her thesis on the whole thing. She well-versed me, because, in Corsetry's history to some degree. And the whole and why she has beef with a lot of modern actresses. Because she's like, and they'll go on talk shows and they'll talk all this smack about a corset, and it's like, you've just never worn a good, well-fitting corset. You put on a piece of costume that your director didn't want to pay you a top dollar for. Oh, listen, I love Bumblebee. That's my baby. But at the same time, evil guy go bird. All right, I guess I can go. All right, I can jive with that. All right, I can understand people like it to feel. Okay, I see what you're saying. And I'm still working my way through the comics. Bumblebee has been dead. Who killed Bumblebee? On the Starscream. Why would he be haunting Starscream? Is it Starscream who killed him? He's currently ruling the planet, and a lot of bad stuff's happening. Optimus is doing a bad job of trying to make relations with Earth because the G.I. Joes suck, and they suck. I'm sorry, there's a G.I. Joe crossover? Is He-Man involved? Is this just the best hits of the 80s? And Rodimus. Who's Rodimus? Betrayed and stranded in space. I'm getting pretty deep into the storyline. It's exciting. Yo. I mean, it sounds like it'd be a real page. Like, while I don't understand what is currently happening because I'm not well versed, it sounds like it'd be an interesting, like a page turner. Yeah. There's always been G.I. Joe crossover. See, I've just not been super engaged with Transformer discourse, you know. It's just never crossed my feed. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yeah, all right, a little. But the same way that there's, I think it's Tyler who really likes Power Rangers, which is like another group that I'm like, I just never knew enough about. I didn't even know that they were cops, or they're space cops apparently, or that they like had a comic. And then I remember like half a year ago or whatever, I guess about a year ago, I learned so much about them. I was like, whoa. It is way deeper than I know. IDW tried to do a crossover with G.I. Joe and a bunch of other niche Hasbro properties, and it sucks. Oh my god. SPD and Dino Thunder? What? I like your words, Magic Man. I got no idea what y'all are talking about. But it sounds cool. I could very much see it being like in the same way. I assume it's like taken with severity, like it's treated with like a drama and seriousness for the pieces that it is, rather than like how some of the cartoon work does for the comics. And so in that case, I could see it being like the basis for a lot of interesting like element. Like is there so like Cybertron does it establish like how that came to be? Like who invented them? Who made the Transformers? Why is there a dichotomy? Why is there the two? Why, or a binary? That's what I'm looking for. Why is there two types of Transformers? Like, why is there? Do you know ROM? What's ROM? Have you ever heard of Hasbro's ROM? Because I have now. What is that? Required reading ROM X Transformers event. The Royal Ontario Museum. Oh, of course, Edward. Of course. That's what we were all thinking of. Of course. Yes. I mean, I know RHOD. I know Rod. But I don't know no ROM. But Rod is an adventure. It's the Red Hand of Doom. Great adventure. I'm actually about to run it, funny enough, for D&D. Well, I'm co-opting a lot of it. I'm cannibalizing it. Really interesting, cool adventure. Really, you know, it's got hobgoblins as the main villain. I'm changing some elements of that, but boy howdy, do I like it. It's got some cool stuff. It was like a 3rd edition adventure, I think, in Dungeons and Dragons. So like, I think it came out in like probably the 90s. Maybe it's 3.5, so late 90s, early 2000s. I think it got a 4th edition release. Never got released for 5th edition. It's a real shame. It just wasn't one of the like flashy ones, but it was a really well made one. And if you ever like go find the PDF and read it kind of thing, or like find a copy, oh my god, it's like probably one of the best written adventures I think they've ever done. I don't really like to run a lot of like I do a lot of homebrew. My God, dude. The sheer scale of like things that they were like, yeah, we're gonna give you details when you'll need them, exactly why you'll need them. We're not gonna waste your time in the way that a lot of adventures do, where they're like, here's 30 pages of lore that'll be unimportant, but we feel you must know it. And it's like, okay, so who's the villain? Like, you're just like, how far do I gotta get through this tome to learn what the adventure is? You know what I mean? I think it's a poor designed adventure when it's like you have to read this cover to cover before you can even begin to think about running it. It's like, well, I don't know if that's true. That's a lot of time sink for what might not be good. Look, everything in these bloody country is an acronym of a long name. Oh yeah, what's Canada an acronym of? Oh my God. Sometimes the Winnistons make the Transformers, sometimes the Primus, sometimes they just happen. Just happen? What's the wait. What's the creation myth? Did they got like an Adam and Eve? Like is it like what they got going on? Did like did the first Transformer cry and the tears of oil like turned into the children? Like what happened? What's their myth? Surely they have one. Severe thunderstorm. What do you? Oh, where you? I see what you mean. Ah, well, you know. Surely it'll be fine. Surely it'll be fine. Imagine being near their lightning and thunder. That'd be crazy. Cybertron was created by their god Primus, but the duality of Autobots and Decepticons is because of Civil War. But like, what was the reason for the difference to be before the war? Or are those like everybody was the same and those are just the factions that got created? I thought it was like, for lack of a better word, like a species. Because don't all the Decepticons like fly and like all the Autobots are cars? Ain't that a thing? Not like 100% of them. There's like some different, but like almost all Autobots are some form of vehicle, and almost all of the different Decepticons are like planes or jets. He's a visual acronym. When you take it apart, it's Rogers, Galen Weston, and whoever owns Bell Media. Oh my God. Those are the factions. Oh. I always assumed it was like, I don't know. I assumed it was like those species. You know, not 100% always. Oh. I thought that was like a distinctive element of it. That's so interesting that it's not. That like they're just like, oh yeah, no, we just did that for most of the ones that went to Earth, but actually that's nothing like it is on Cybertron. They are different inherently, and so it's hard for them to switch sides like Starscream in Armada. But most of the time, they're the factions. Wait, Starscream switched sides? Ain't he like the most mustache twirling villain in the world? That dude like wakes up and pours himself like a big old cup of villainy. What do you mean? All he does is scheme. He just schemes day and night. How is that man switching sides? Primus happens. Primus creates other gods. Primus powers are the primes passed through the Matrix. Primus's powers. The powers of Primus are passed on to the primes through the Matrix. Unicron is like a big meanie, evil, messed up. Okay, the evil god that sometimes shows up, whose alt mode is a planet, huh? Primus sacrifices himself to put Unicron at bay and turns into the heart of Cybertron, the planet. Well, who created Primus? How'd he get there? With a micro, like, is there evolution? Is there like the first, like, have they, like, yeah, is there evolution in the Transformers universe? Are they like, oh yeah, first we were old-timey vehicles and now we're new? Because that seems the case, because they're like, oh yeah, when they first got here, they were like, you know, a Model T, and it's like, okay, sure. Who created God? You're asking too many questions. Okay, so he's not a god. Yeah, but no. Well, no. I think that's not comparable. You're comparing a monotheistic religion and a pantheon religion. In a pantheon and a pagan religion, no. If you got more than one, it's got to be something that created them. It's got to be something, or it's like, oh, they spawned out of something. You know what I mean? Like, when it's one, it's like, oh, well, they're omniscient, all-knowing, da-da-da-da, so that's why. And it's like, oh, they're the fabric of the universe. They are everything. But in this case, no, there's an evil one, so they're not everything. There is an evil guy, you know? Or is Unicron the devil? Is Unicron a fallen thing that Primus made? And then they're like, oh, no, he became evil, no. But he was different in Armada. He was quirky. He was an Autobot for a bit before going back to the Decepticons. Don't matter because he ends up dying anyway. No! Poor Starscream. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, you know? Well, there are also the other alien races and humans. There's other aliens in Transformers? Is this where I find out, like, Predator's involved? Like, what do you... no, that's not Hasbro. Never mind. I don't think. It's just 80s. Who wins in a fight? Predator or Optimus Prime? Clearly, this is the ask of the century. Lizard Man or Big Robot? Well, there were the Primes, but everything isn't always concrete. Primus is sometimes a part of them, and sometimes still just the creator of them? And Optimus is the last of the Primes? What happened to the other ones? They all die? Is it? Oh, wait, that's probably why the Civil War happened, nah. There's like an uprising or something? Or are the Primes all gone from... Well, because there was that one evil Prime... In one of their movies, he tried to kill Optimus. That was mean of him. Let's see. I'd like to get a double chest full, so we'll take these to throw up into here. Unicron is basically just around so long as evil and conflict is. At least it's in some continuities. Ah, okay. Soundwave's Decepticon alt mode is a cassette player. His shtick is he has smaller Transformers called Cassetticons that live in his boob pouch that he can... Yeah, but don't they also fly? I thought they also fly. Wasn't one of them like a bird? He like sends it out and goes doo 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 doo, and he's like... Like he makes that noise as he like actually I don't even know how to describe how it sounds like a sound wave. I guess it's sick. I remember thinking always be like, dude, that guy sounds awesome. Sentinel Prime, sometimes not even an actual Prime, just because. Oh, he just called himself that, which is also interesting. In fairness, I did kind of think the Primes were like, I don't know, a status. Not like a species. So are they just like better? Are they like a more powerful like bot? Just steal the title of Primus political move. Based, you know. All right, we're in the fall of the Roman Republic. I get it. That's such a class. Well, you know, honest to God, I think I love that trope most in like media, where it's like, oh yes, the really sacred like title and that once actually meant something. You know, back in the good days of the good King Omen and his I don't know, his Dragon Lancers, and then they're like, yeah, but nowadays, you know, the Baron just uses these titles and names. But the kingdom that once bestowed them is long gone, and the Pax Romana is over, you know? Basically, every Prime before him is messed up and evil in some way. So wait, Optimus Prime is the only Prime that's actually a good guy? That's messed up. I thought he was awesome. I thought he was like a cool, awesome, good guy. A lot of people just use and abuse the title of Prime without actually being a Prime, and Optimus is one of the first people to be in the lineage be worthy of actually being a Prime. I mean, that is kind of... Is it like the first Primes were worthy and then like the power and prestige corrupted the line, and then it's like, so the subsequent ones became evil, and so he's just like Aragorn? It's like, oh yeah, Isildur's heirs, like that line broke because, you know, they all sucked, but then, and like were corrupted by the ring and its influence, and then Aragorn's here, and it's like, he actually would be a great king, you know? In Generation 1, all the bots can kind of just fly, no real reason, doesn't happen in any series. I'm pretty sure the 80s, man. All I know is that I saw Bumblebee and I remember Optimus Prime just kicking butt and jumping off a collapsing skyscraper on Cybertron after he like sent Bumblebee away. He was like, get out of here, go, like the war is going on, and he runs and jumps off the top of the building. Oh, it was so sick. And he like lands on top of like a flying descent and just starts blasted. Oh my god, it was cool. Oh, what a good movie. If for no other reason than just it was really cool effect. Honest to god, I remember seeing them be like, I don't want the rest, I want whatever that was. Bring back that. Where's my Cybertron movie? Oh my god, I'm kind of surprised they've never made like a movie of the Civil. I guess way too expensive to do full CGI, but then again, just animate. Oh wait, I think that is Transformers 1 is that. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I don't know if it's the Civil War, but I think it is on Cybertron. Aragon, what a crazy book reference. Did I say Aragon? I meant Aragorn. Did I say Aragon? Yay, Shield's there, yeah. But in some continuities, other people around Optimus can receive Primehood for one reason or another. Wait, so has my boy Bumblebee ever been a Prime? What about Ironhide? Hey, Napoleon, later then. Have a good weekend, dude. Boy. When I see TF, I'm like, what did I do? Oh wait, no, this ain't Transformers. Every time it's a shock, and I go, whoa, never mind. Transformers 1 is how the Civil War starts, basically. Right, because like Optimus and Megatron are like friends or something, or roommates that worked on the lower levels, I guess. I think that's the synopsis I was told. And then they class warfare, I guess. Is that what it is? Is the Civil War class warfare? Is Optimus not based? Am I to understand that? In the G1 movie, Optimus dies and intends to give the Matrix to the Ultra Magnus, so he becomes the next holder of the Matrix. But Hot Rod touches it first because he's a hothead idiot, and we love him, and he becomes Rodimus Prime. But then Optimus comes back 2 episodes later, kind of undermines Rodimus' step to power. In reference to the rambles. Using old titles in New Kingdoms and such, where the meaning is perhaps lost or used the wrong way. Oh, I thought you meant in the way that I thought I said Aragon instead of Aragorn. You meant that's a series that does that trope. Oh, okay. Love that trope. Great trope. I don't know why I said that like the Love Pink bit. I didn't mean it as a Love Pink. But I meant it as I genuinely do really like that trope. Hot Rod Rodimus, I love you. I mean, what a crazy name. Love trope. I hate pink. So what do you think of it? Love pink. Oh my god. What a time to be alive. I appreciate the brain rot you have. Well, at least someone does. At least I'm here good for something, you know? With random references all the live long day. Bop, bop. Sometimes I'm able to make them as if I were as if I were an 83-year-old peepaw, able to be like, oh, what's it that the hip kids are saying? And then other times I can reference it properly, and it's a great balance, you know. Different vibes every time. Sometimes they love me for it. Sometimes, oh boy, they wish I never started streaming. Oh my gosh. Bop, bop. Yo, Ray Aldo. Hope you're doing well, King. Hope you're doing well. Did you get a chance to see? Did you get a chance to see Superman? Kid, did you go see good old Soaps? The vibes of this stream purely transactional. How could you say that to me? Purely transactional? What do you mean? I mean, that's so mean of you. How could you say that? Oh, no, that's so mean. Oh. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe with Twitch Prime today. Bop, bop, bop. Don't forget to check if you have a Twitch Prime. It's a way to subscribe for free. Wow. Thanks. Oh, God. Got a haircut today. Yo, first one in like 4 years. Yo, shaved my head in 2022, I think, and I grew it out. It was till it was like mid back, and now it's shoulder length. Yo, that sounds awesome, dude. You're just shifting between the different the extremes. Cool. I feel like that'd be like a fun like journey of photos. You know what I mean? Where it's like you'd have a really interesting catalog to look back at and be like, yes, I remember. Then you could just always remember what it was because of how long your hair was. Be great. Bop, bop. Hippo! Oh, perfect. I mean, I don't. You're a little big. I need a smaller one of you. All right, awesome. I only need one of you. So, I kept it on me for so long, but now I got him, baby! Woo! After years of keeping that name tag on me, I got him! Oh, there he is! What a little cutie! Oh my God, yes! Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Oh my God, I love him so much. Oh yes. Oh, what a cutie patootie. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I need to go get a leash. I need to bring you up. I needed to bring you to the surface. You'll love it there. It'll be great, Ippo. It'll be great. I'll be back. Don't worry. Actually, you know what? You might die if I leave. I'm gonna put you in a box. Okay, put you in a little box. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the box. It's gonna be fantastic for all involved. All right, just right there. No. You don't need to. You don't want to do that. There we go. All right, I'll be back, Ippo. Give me a second. Yes, finally. Oh my God, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Now, don't tell my parents, but I'm saving up to buy a new phone. Yo! I mean, I don't know. I feel like I might have to say something in our weekly call. You know, me and your parents, we chat all the time, so, you know, it just seems logical. It's very fun to go back and look at the photos throughout the year. Yo! It'd have to be, dude. It'd be like this, yeah, a great little time capsule, easily. Already though, Nap talks to Jasper like that. No, you don't know how I talk to you. You got no idea. No, you ain't got no idea. I do not like thinking about that. What about me having weekly phone calls with your parent? Yeah, what do you mean? What? That's somehow like an odd thing to consider? Guys, your report cards are due. I have to have parent-teacher interviews. That's listen. I mean, they're called parent-streamer interviews, I guess. It happens. Twitch contacts them, and then I sit them down and we go over your scores. You know, we go over your report card and I, you know, we see where you got room to improve and the like. You know. Internaption than we get is awful. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Yeah, quarterly report cards for Twitch viewing. Oh my god. For 5 seconds, how do we get the report cards? Well, you see, I do report cards for every single member of the chat, and then I call your parents up, and then we have a nice little streamer parent interview where we chat about your successes and where we could see improvement from the last quarter. You know. $100 closer to that I thought I was. We are hashtag winning. Yo, W. Now you just gotta go to Vegas and let it ride. Put it all on black, baby. Yeah. Oh my god. That is a joke. Don't do that. You should not gamble. It's bad. You'll just lose money. Any money you've gambled with is spending for nothing. You will never see that money again. It'll be gone in an instant, and it's your fault. Don't do it, kids. Don't gamble. Bad for you. Bad for your health. Nap said this as if I'm not the one who has to copy and paste. I mean, write the comments individually. yes. Individually, every single time, every single comment, always, forever, properly organized and structured. Yes, of course. We would never stoop to quick and easy copy and paste it. No, that doesn't sound like us. Okay, I was like, this is where the little guy is, right? All right. Wait, what? Oh my god, I can't lead him. Oh, he's slime. I guess that makes sense. Come on this way. Come on. Just up here. Just over here. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Come on, I believe in you, Weepo. Come on, you can make it. I believe in you. Word document, pre-written comments. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. But don't worry about it. I was like, was that the game or was that real? I was like, what was that? Maybe his cage should be down here. No, we can get him up there. We'll get him here. Listen, he's already moving. Look at that. We're grooving and moving along. Any second now. Any second. Come on. There we go. Come on. You're really making this difficult. This sounds bad up there, you know? It'll probably have passed by the time we get there, though, so it'll be fine. It kind of sounds really bad, actually. Why does it keep thundering and lightning? Oh. But no, actually, I don't know if I'll ever do it. But actually, you guys have made Transformers comics at the very least seem interesting enough that they're probably worth taking a glance at it someday. You know? Sounds pretty bad. It really does, actually. Gee, I hope it didn't hit anything like important. I go up, the whole city's on fire. Everything is destroyed. I mean, surely, if the lightning's gonna hit anything, it's gonna be the massive copper building. I feel like there's no way it hits anything else. It'd be crazy. There is an insanely large copper structure. Why would it ever be hitting a different building? Get mad. I mean, greenhouse. Yes, the green. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's beautiful. It's beautiful and elegant. Don't be mean. Don't be mean to it. It's a wonderful structure. I love it dearly. Get mad, Epo. Any second now. Oh, still going, huh? Just kind of thought I was done. Really don't want to get hit by lightning when I get out there. Oh, it's gonna be a bit of a pain to get you up out of the. Huh. It's gonna be a pain to get you out of the ravine we've dug, huh? The moat. It's gonna present some challenges. You're gonna get it somewhat moderate and fun and easy. Skybound is still currently releasing its 22 issues. Currently, it's probably easier to read all of IDW. However, if you read just one series from 2012 era, it should be more than meets the eye. Flash Lost Light Dash Peak is pretty on its own for everything else. Ooh, nice. That's actually a pretty comprehensive recommendation. No, don't fall in the hole. All right, there we go. It just gets lightning hit really. Baby, and when a wild hawk swoops in, don't even joke about it. Oh my god, 1 second, let me. Okay, just don't right. Okay, but 1 second, I just gotta run right past you for a second. You stay there. I just gotta go get. There's a bed down here that I gotta grab because I want to sleep so that the lightning's over. It's fine, Epo. Don't be scared. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Epo. Come on, don't be scared. Can I not take? I mean, it's good googledy boogly. I used to have a bed with me. I don't know why I don't now. Or you can read everything from 2005 to 2024, like me. Just become suddenly inherently invested in all of Transformers all at once. All right, come on, Epo. First, let me double check. Nothing's on fire. Nothing's on fire. Nothing's burning down. It's fine. There's no smoke in the air. Epo, come on. Come on. You want to kill me? Come on. Let's go. Always optimal. Oh, come on, they're chests at the bottom of a mine shaft. That's not a fair take. Huge Path looks like that. No, it's fine. Come on, he's doing great. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's doing fine. He's doing swell. Any second now, we're gonna be up there and living the high life, you know? It'll be great. Oh. You know, it's been interesting, actually, circling back for a second, but in converting that the Red Hand of Doom adventure, I've had a real go of just trying to work out some solid bits of conversion and tie it back. So what a crazy little element to D&D that I feel like never gets fully explored and examined is how difficult it can be to actually make the things fit together. That you get 4+ people being all right, here's all my backstory. It's oh god, how do I tie all these together? Oh my god. Not that they have to, but it is definitely the thing of ugh, I really would like to, but how do I set up this how do I get this drama to work? Just make sure not to touch KISS players if you're reading TFs. Trust me. What? Just make sure not to touch KISS players if you're reading Transformers. What is KISS players? Like any continuity, IDW Comics, while based on G1, has its own lore tidbits and unique takes on things. I have been consuming nothing but IDW and not enough of anything else. Literally wouldn't have found KISS players if you didn't say anything. Don't worry about it. What is it? Now you've peeked. What is it? Don't say don't worry about it and smile. I'm curious. Now you've piqued my interest. Come on, Epo. Come on. Now round this bit. Come on, Epo. Just up this way. You want to come up this way, King? You want to come right up here. Stop. Up another step. There we go. Come on. All right. And you doubted. All right. And you doubted me. Don't you 1001 cool jokes me now. Just at my point of triumph, at my point of victory. Bow. Come on, Epo. I believe in you, Epo. Any second now. May I request a little slide whistle? No. No, I refuse. That's not the redemption is not slide whistle redemption. If I do it for you, I'm gonna get a million people coming in here and be like, hey, play the instrument. Do the thing. No. That's not how that works. No, I don't think so. Pick a joke number, champ. Coming in here requested so much for my title. Well, you know, I didn't know if you were submitting this request as principal secretary, or if you know, as a private citizen. You know, it feels like it didn't come through the proper channels. He's up and out, baby. He's up and out of the mines, my boy. My little guy. Little Epo. Wow. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I love him so much. Come here. Oh my gosh. Look at him go. Slide whistle tune with for the public morale. A tune, you say? A tune. All I could think of was slide whistling up as he moved. A tune. How was that? How was that? Wait, I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can. That's my slide whistle 3 blind mice. You better be thrilled. You better be thrilled. I figured out 3 blind mice. Are you kidding me? It was my first attempt. That wasn't even that bad. My God, where's my thunderous applause? 10 out of 10. Would I town crier again? Yes! Yes! Fantastic. Thank you, truly. You know, I suffer for my art. I know. But boy, it's worth it in the end. Oh boy. I wonder if I could figure out the. No, probably not. But wait, what if? I can't figure it out. I was trying to figure out for release, but I can't. I can't figure out for release. No, Beethoven, why would you do this to me? All the kids, they want to know for release. Come on. Someone get in the Minecraft character on the screen. Oh my God. How did? That's as good as it'll get. That's as good as it'll get. I don't think I can improve my fur release on the slide whistle. It's not a good slide whistle. It's not tuned. Oh no. Oh. What a time to be alive. I bet not a single one of you thought you'd click onto this stream and get slide whistled Beethoven, but here you are. It's amazing how the world works out, you know? Come on, Epo. Any second now. Sure, we just got the stairs to go. Come on. Yo, it's a big workout. I know. Big workout. Yes. But boy, when you make it, you'll love it up there. You'll see it'll be great. Why I can't put a lead on you, I have no idea. But apparently that's not allowed. I guess you're made of goo, and it would go right through you. But whatever. Yeah, I guess that's just the rules. We have gone through a full day, Epo. We have gone through. It is nighttime, young man. Slide whistle Beethoven can't scare you. Slide whistle Beethoven doesn't exist. So random Twitch streamer. Hey, come on! It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Where else are you gonna get such luxurious renditions of the classics? You know. Come on. What? Oh, you're gonna get that from what? Squeaks? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You're gonna get that from Northern Lion? No. Ludwig? Forget about it. Never. Yeah, actually, that's probably one who may. You know what? In fairness, of any option. World's greatest farther, huh? Come on, Epo. Come on. You got this. Oh, father. I'm an idiot. Squeaks, you planned to laugh for releasing. My God. My God, why? No, I meant the speedrunning streamer. How dare you? Oh my God. Speaking of Nintendo gamers, I don't know if any of you have a Switch 2 or not. I don't, but if you do, I hope you've been able to play the new Donkey Kong. It looks really fun. It looks like a grand old time. It seems like they've gone all out on the thing, which is great. Like, I didn't think they could get crazier with their game, but they really kind of did reinvent the wheel with it, and I'm kind of impressed. Can't lie. Damn it. Damn it. Speaking of reinventing the wheel, I never even got that gush about Ghost of Yote. Oh, come on, it looks so good. There was a gameplay trailer that came out like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get the gush about it on stream. It was so good, dude. Nap if ever now I'm about to explode. I'm going to DoorDash Meow and put you on as my podcast. Best of luck. Best of luck. I hope it goes well. I hope you dash all the doors. and I hope I can serve well as a good podcast to accompany it. For that DK. Why specifically the furry community? Oh, big monkey. Oh, that makes sense. You know, I feel like maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there's not. Is that a thing amongst the furries? Do monkeys? Is that a thing? I feel like I don't see that a lot because like that's basically just like a Bigfoot. You know, it's just like a hairy human. You know, that kind of feels like yeah. Like if you're a furry and you choose to be a monkey, isn't that kind of, you know, like a half step rather than like a true quote unquote persona? I don't know how it works. I don't know what the conditions are. I don't nap the furries away. Yeah, but like monkey feels like you're like, especially gorilla. It's like, well, hey, at that point, you're just a really hairy guy, you know? Like what's the big difference? At that point, you're an anthropomorphic what, monkey? Let me, I need to know this. Anthropomorphic. Having human character. That's just monkeys. Monkeys already have human character. That's just a hat on a hat. My apologies if that's your persona, but like, get mad if a persona and you chose like what, a gorilla and a monkey. I mean, they're cool, they're awesome, but surely that's, you know, I mean, hard be me to dog on the furry community, no pun intended, but surely that's not as inventive as it ought to be. I feel like it breaks the rules. I want to put I want that phone money just be really entertaining. Really entertaining. You say that like I'm not normally. What's the implication there? Eh? I can't explain this to you. Well, you know, that I take that as a total and utter win. I imagine a big buff older man who smokes a lot would be a gorilla soda. But like again, they already have human. How's that? It just feels like it's not in the spirit of things. Like if you're going for the whole like, oh, what animal? You know what I mean? Like, how do you equating monkey for sodas? Same tune as human barbarians in D&D. But just feel, you know, like. At that point, you're just a half step away. They're the common ancestor. You're not really getting anything new out of that. Ain't that just like a gorilla at that point? Oh, what? He's got thumbs now? We already had them. I guess if it has a tail, that's something. But like, I'm taking off my headphones. But how will I be a podcast if the headphones are gone? MJ, no! Oh my gosh. I maintain that I think it's Apes don't have tails. That's what I said. Well, that's why I meant with monkeys, like with an ape, but like it makes absolutely no sense. And I was like, at least with monkeys, they might have tails. So I'd kind of get that. Like there's some monkeys and variations of it that it's like, all right, it's like kind of more like there's not a lot of human qualities to the thing. But like a gorilla is just like a big guy. The slime in the pen with the pig. No, the slime's coming in the house. What do you mean? He's my friend. No, I won't. He won't ever die. He's perfect. All right, Hippo. This way. This way. You've come up from the abyss to a new life. Yes! Marvelous, yes! Gonna be heartbreak? Why would there be heartbreak? He's just a little guy. Come on. Okay, I guess it does technically do damage. Hey, Hippo, don't go over there. Don't jump off the stairs, okay? I need you to not. Hey, listen. I need you to not go over there, okay? You can go anywhere else in this great big house, all right? Like, can you climb ladders? Do I need to be worried about that? Can you climb those? Can you even hop fences? I don't know. Who's to say? Yo, hey, yo, Icy Woo! Ow, dude, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, Raiders! Ow, dude! Oh my god, yo! Icy, how you been, dude? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kid? I got a little slime! His name is Hippo. He's great. I love him so much. I just spent the better part of like 40 minutes walking him up here from the mines. Oh my god. Save him from this fate. Slime will be fine. Nothing bad will ever befall my little boy. Oh my god. Yo, go there. Aldo. Oh my god. I'm good. How are you, Mr. Naps? I'm fantastic. I'm living La Vida Loca, king. Oh my gosh. Been vibing. What were you up to? What were you playing? Were you doing some Minecraft or something different? Were you continuing with AC Shadows, dude? Gotta put him in the slime in the pig pen. He's gonna hit the slime, or it's gonna drown or fall in the stairs. It's gonna die. He's not gonna. How could he drown? There's no water for him to drown in. He's fine. I'd never hurt him. Come on. I'm going tired though. He's late. Oh, I'd imagine. You guys are probably all on EU time. It's like super late over there right now, right? I was playing some Palia. I'm not familiar. And then I played Make Good Choices after. What's Make Good Choices? I finished it. Yo, how did it end? I mean, I don't want the spoilers, but like, was it good? Good ending? Good game? What's the review? Oh my god, he's so cute. Look at him. Well, how could you think anything bad would happen here? This is such a safe location for him. I mean, clearly you won't get injured there. I don't even know if slimes can drown. Do they breathe? MJ, I'm sure you're worried about nothing, you know? Make good choices. Basically trying to cross the road and getting hit by everything. Wait, like the old game, what was that thing? Frogger? Would not keep a one-hit KO slime in a barely that-proof hole. What do you mean? He's fine. This is a totally safe location. Had a meh ending. I skipped most of the dialogue at the end because nah. Oh my god, just slamming through it, just like no, I'm good. I don't need this. I don't need this in my. Okay, next. Oh my god. I mean, that's a shame. It seemed like a really fun game for the most part. Anytime I saw you play it, it seemed like you enjoyed it. I guess that's on par for a lot of Assassin's Creed games. I remember like Odyssey. I know a lot of people enjoy it for I think it's gameplay, but I remember playing it and being like, bro, What is going on? This is some of the worst. I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey is some of the worst writing I've ever seen, dude. I was like, dude, none of this at all is convincing or dragging me in or making me like, I was like, what is going, this is just go here, hit thing, dude. You know what I mean? I was fully skipping a whole 1 minute Oh no! Oh no, they lost you! Oh my god. He's stuck in a boat with a zombie villager or dead. No, he won't! There's a chicken in the boat, he's fine. Oh my god. I still gotta play Odyssey? Oh, listen, I'll say this. It's a fun... I think with Odyssey, they made like a fun world. Like, because, you know, it's like, oh, cool. We don't have a lot of games that are set in like an ancient Greek kind of setting, like an antiquity. You know what I mean? So that's got like a novelness about it. But, oh, dude, the writing and quests of Odyssey. Oh, I think it's some of their worst. I think it really is. Black Flag. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Black Flag is fantastic for that, dude. Genuinely, like. It's got good like drama. Even games like a lot of the early ones, like AC3 was pretty decent. I mean, like there was times where it was like, okay, it's just cheesy, but that's fine. But like, is getting a remake? Are they just trying to like salvage all the work they did on Skull and Bones? Are they just like, please, please? We need to use all of this sailing software we developed. I've been summoned to say Brotherhood is unbeaten champ in my heart. Ooh, that's a good pick. Wait, is Brotherhood the one that had the tower defense? Because Cryptic, I gotta say, that part was a little rough. Maybe that's not Brotherhood though. I feel like the last one that had decent... Well, no, because I think Origins, if I recall correctly, had okay writing. The second of the Ezio trilogy. Okay, so it's not... Maybe that is the one that has the tower defense. Tower defense hater? No, not hater. I didn't hate it. It was just one of those things where I was like, this feels weird. I was like, what happened to the plot? Why am I Revelations as tower defense? Where I was like, listen, I'm all for balloon tower defense. I'm all about getting the monkeys all set up. But in Assassin's Creed, I was like, this feels tacked on. Why do we got a gimmick going on? It just seemed like a crazy choice. I was like, I don't really know why Ezio's involved with all this, but all right. I like whichever one you could use the broom like a hammer. Was that Unity? Unity, I feel like going back to is a lot better than it was, or than I remembered it being, I guess. Probably because I remember everybody hated the Unity when it released. I remember just being like, oh boy, new game set in France. So the Homeboy was in it. They gave him a the guy romances. There's like a random like romantic encounter or whatever where you and Napoleon Bonaparte, you and Arno and Napoleon Bonaparte just end up like sexually robbing the king and then later becoming a power couple that puts him on the throne of France. It was crazy. That was like a random side bit they put in. And I was like, okay, this came out of nowhere. They do the whole like Mr. and Mrs. Smith type deal where he's like there, like you break into a place and then you turn and you got a pistol in your face. And it's like, weirdly, just this fancy seeing you here. Oh, I'm on business. Oh, you know what I mean? Oh, only played the first few. Makes sense. I was wondering where the AC dialogue would rope you in. I did my best to lurk is a crazy statement. Oh my gosh. Wait, so Icy, are you going to be playing through all of them then? Is that like your plan? I thought you were just playing Shadows because it came out. lore accurate. I could be wrong, but I don't think Napoleon Bonaparte in his youth was out gallivanting with random assassins, robbing from like highly secured marquise homes. And being all like, oh, ta-ta, I'll see you later, kisses, you know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I feel like that wasn't there. I think it worked for the story they were telling. I was like, hey, bring that guy back. Why does Arno have more chemistry than him with Napoleon that he seems to have with the actual intended love interest? What's going on? Because there's like this girl that you're meant to be like this childhood like forlonged romance partner for, but then that just falls to the wayside, you know. I went from Origins to Shadows, but I only got to play Odyssey, and Valhalla is still on stream, and Revelations got to finish off stream still. Ooh. So of all the ones you've ever played, then is Black Flag your favorite? It's probably it is one of those games where it's like it's so standout. As everybody jokes, because it's not like Assassin's Creed, and that's what's funny. It's like the best Assassin's Creed game was the least like Assassin's Creed. I feel like I know a lot of people fell in love with the series with the kind of open-endedness of the RPG style thing that they went for, starting with Origins. And I like the settings they do. I think they're cool to explore as games. But I don't know. I feel like and I think Shadows did this more, so I can't say. But then again, I guess you were skipping the dialogue, so they probably don't do it well. I did kind of miss the like linear narrative that you'd kind of get otherwise, where it's like, okay, you meet a few cool people from history, because haha, isn't that neat gimmick? We're in history. And then otherwise, it's just like, cool, go here, do this, kill these Templars, you're part of the assassin. Ooh, like very straightforward. Like I think Odyssey doesn't even have the hidden blade. It's like, what are we doing? What's going on? I don't know if Mirage, which I absolutely forgot until this second, does it, but because I love pirates, makes sense. From Origins on, I haven't really liked AC anymore. Yeah, kind of the same. Then again, I fell off, I feel like, at Syndicate. Or maybe when Rogue came. I remember Rogue was apparently a good one, I just didn't play it. Odyssey was kind of fun because I like the time. Yeah, exactly. Like I like from Odyssey, I'm like, I think it's neat to get to like, I can't think of another Rise, Son of Rome. Like I can't think of another game that's set in antiquity, like another big AAA budget game kind of thing. There's gotta be one, but like almost none are set in like ancient time, which seems wild. You'd think they'd be like rife for I mean, there's strategy games, but you know what I mean, like rife for like an RPG. But I really can't think of many. Dropped Fez, and I probably not picking up Shadows because I could just replay Ghost of Tsushima. Yo, oh man, are you excited for Yote? Ghost of Yote? I am. After their gameplay showcase, I was like, oh my god, I need it. Put it in my blood. Shadows was awesome in the beginning and became repetitive. And then the choices. See that? I feel like that's the thing with almost all Assassin's Creed, is it becomes very repetitive, which was the case even before the RPG stuff. But I do think the RPG milks the whole like 6 billion things to do, and none of them are truly different. Oh my god. Stole that box and I didn't even have the choice because it just lets him save. While Broski still literally stole the important box. Yo, isn't it because the game had a canonical choice? Oh, were you playing with? Because you had this. There was a setting you could play where it's like you get choices or the story plays out just how it's quote unquote intended, which I thought was interesting because I feel like Assassin's Creed getting the whole like it's an RPG, so you get to figure out what happens, kind of weakened it. If that makes sense. Almost like I don't know. It works for RPGs, but it's like, but if I'm playing like Assassin's Creed, I'm meant to be this bloodline of a person. I'm like, shouldn't I get the chance to like get the experience a tale of history, of love and drama and winners and losers? And they go, nah, I don't think, nah, we don't do that around here. No, I don't think so. Only the characters that you were your side were choices. Oh, strange. They made it seem like there was a lot more. I guess, yeah. If I don't know what the final bit is, so if it's like a thing that has to do with history, they might be like, I mean, historically, this is what happened, so we have to have this be the case. Yo, how do? I hope you're doing well, King. I hope you're doing well. Happy season 2 of Delta Nap daily release. Yo, dude, they look so sick. Oh my god, season 2 started off with a bang. You could romance a few characters. That was fun. Romance. Oh. And did you? How'd you romance? Who were you romancing? Dios mío! Who are you out there? Who are you out there romancing? Oh my god! Scandalous! My streamer's engaging in romantic dialogue on stream. No, that's illegal. That's illegal. You can't do that. Oh my god. Like the whole thing about Assassin's Creed is that the story already happened and you're reliving it and you get hurt by deviating from the path, desynchronized. The choices in anything doesn't make much sense. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like at that point, just make an RPG and be like, okay, you're set in history. Like with the point with Odyssey, where it's like you don't even have Assassin's Blades or the Assassins don't exist. It's like what's the point? Why are we calling this Assassin? There's no Creed. I only romanced a little bit with one guy because I wanted him to be on my side and never talked to him again. Cold. Calculating. Oh my god. Icy came in, was like, I'll string one along a little bit. And now that he's on my side, I'm done. Oh my god. Vicious. Oh my god. I'm with Soulmate right now. Yo. W. You're with Spampton? Congrats. That's the old way. Mostly AC Shadows has a whole new IRL version, so it gives choices instead. See, it's also great because it's like, did they do the whole thing with did they still in Shadows? Do they still have you like come out of the Animus or whatever? Wild that they still did that, like in Odyssey and in Origins. I don't know if they did it in Valhalla or anything, but it's like, bruh, spoilers. Desmond's long dead, man. Let it go. Oh, like, why am I playing Assassin's Creed and still getting dragged out of the Animus? In the big 2025, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be crazy for them to still be like, and this storyline too, Abstergo, yes, of course. Oh god. It's like, I don't even know what happened. I remember his friends, I think, were in Black Flag, I think, because you're in the work, they pick up a package from you, you're like working in the Ubisoft offices or whatever. I like Desmond. Yeah, Desmond could have been more. I think what's crazy is I really do think they could have made Desmond more interesting and like actually had people enjoy coming out of the. Part of the problem is it does grind the whole thing to a halt because you're like, wait, what? Why am I coming out of the Animus? Huh? But it's like, why not try to actually make it engaging and not just like, because what it always was just like, yeah, now you're doing the same assassin stuff but in the modern day, but like with less abilities and less cool stuff, like just not as cool as it is in back in time, because modern day, you know, and so it's just not as cool. It's like, okay, well then why would I want to do that part? Also, the Templars only came at the end of the story, like where assassins were already known the whole time, and Templars only came at the very end. Oh, in Shadows, where they're just like, oh, so we're here. Ooh. Spooky. That's kind of awesome, actually. That's kind of awesome if at the end of Shadows they just like tacked on. Not awesome in a good way. That's just like, I would love to know the pitch meeting for that. Yeah, also there were Templars this whole time. Oh my god. Was it the missionaries from the beginning of the game or whatever? Is it like... Oh my god. I think we should have had a new IRL assassin and do modern stories after Desmond's death. One with all the abilities and stuff, but facing the consequences of Desmond's story. Yeah, like, I'm surprised they didn't just do like a, all right, now this time we're not doing a back in time one. And then do more back in time ones, you know? Because it's like, at what point did the assassins stop just stabbing people? Like, when did that happen? SEO had drip, Desmond got a... But, like, there's still what? Like, it was still... Like, Desmond had payoff. Like, in that bit in, I think it's Brotherhood. Which, again, one of the best scores and all I think of any of the games. Like, not counting sea shanty songs, stuff like that. Where it's like, and also just like, oh, what a great moment with like Ezio talking through time to Desmond. Are you kidding me? That was sick. I remember, I still remember that just had to be like such an impactful element to that game, being like, oh, he's talking to me. What? He said, Desmond, he knows who I am. You know? It was the guy from the beginning. Oh my god. The full end, like, only the samurai got the beat. Oh my god. I'm gonna be out of bed. Have fun stream. Later, Calder. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. I hope you have a good weekend too. Later. Desmond got a hoodie. Oh my god. Hey, it was a pretty cool hoodie though. It was like a very 2000s hoodie, if I recall. He looked very, if I recall, I feel like Desmond was very 2000s coded in his attire. I can't even, if I'm picturing him correctly. We're in the full beginning and at the full end of the whole game, never seen one. You know what I think? Yeah, I think they should have had it that you're just there, samurai sword out, you're fighting for the honor of a clan or whatever, and it's all very, very samurai coded. You like have to flee, you get to your horse, you call a horse, you get on your horse, you start rushing away, it's raining, it's for some reason it's black and white, and then boom, just a full Crusade Knight Templar is just in the middle of the road. They don't play it off as anything. They're just like, nope, just a Templar. Fight them. Just out of nowhere. It would make no sense, and I'd love them for it. I'd like just a big, heavy plate knight. Just nothing would beat it. Just like, and also this guy. How'd you get here? Why are you here? Where did you come from? What year is it? Also, remember that weird... Does this happen in any other game post-Unity? Remember when they randomly send you to World War II, Nazi-occupied France? Does that ever come up again? Did they say which side the assassins were on? I feel like they just send you there for a hot second and never again. They're just like, oh, World War II, and then no other game for like a decade acknowledges that happened. It's such an awesome hoodie. I wanted it so much. Wasn't it just pretty plain? It just had like a lot of zippers on. Desmond, Assassin's Creed. all right. It looks, yeah, I can get it. Okay, it's pretty. It's like a regular hood, but it's like a nice white with like the little tie. All right, because it's imitating Altair. Of course, of course. Also, now I got an addiction. Oh, Dios mío. Bought $6 today. Oh, 3 in a bundle. And it cost us €7, so amazing deal. Oh, that sounds great. Wait, what do you mean? It was only 4 till 6, and then I bought 1, 2, 3 online for €50, so not bad, but oh my god, ouch. Oh, Dios mío. I mean, is it like a series, or did you just buy a bunch of different books and you're like, that sounds good? That sounds good. And you just like yoinked them up. The hood shape was the big selling point for me. Understandable. Wasn't it like a pre-order bonus at one point? Didn't they like, which I think, as far as I'm aware, pre-order bonuses and like collectors, it used to be like sick. I remember, like, I never got them. I was always like, they were always for like M-rated games, and I was old enough to play them at the time, or order them and stuff like that. And my parents would always be like, no, we're not getting you that. But I remember, like, I think Assassin's Creed 3, you got a tomahawk. What game's gonna give you a tomahawk anymore? Or like, there was even the there was even like Call of Duty games giving you like small like RC cars, wasn't it? Wasn't that one of the CODs? I think maybe it was like Black Ops. I think it was like the first Black. No way is a company doing that. And it was like for like just sure it was the collector's edition, but like same price as a collector's edition now, basically. There was a black hoodie order bonus for the Revelations. I got mine as a hand-me-down from my bestie. Yo, that's kind of more sick. That's kind of, it's got more of a story to, you know what I mean? What a great bonus that was. Send you the state of my bookshelf and the new book, so check DMs, whatever. Oh my god, am I going to see just the library from Beauty and the Beast? Is this gonna just be like a massive array of books everywhere? Oh my god. I have Ezio's costume and hoodie from Spirit Halloween years ago. Yo, they were on sale because they were going out of stock. Yo. Okay, shit, that's actually great. That's organized. The way you said it made it sound like it'd be piling out of it. I mean, it's full. There's no room for more books, I see. Is this before you got 6 more books? Is this from before? Because I'll admit, there's not really more room. Like, you are. You are, in fact, having to turn the books horizontal. They are no longer going in the direction they are supposed to be. You are now covering other books behind the new book. So I kind of gotta say that maybe too many. But also, I think the reality is it's not too many books at all. It's not a big enough shelf. You need a second. It's too little shelving. That's what it is. You need another book. Clearly, the books ain't the problem. You just don't got a place to put it, And then you'll have more room for more books. Made my own AC's 2 style. That is sick. Edward, see it? Yo. That actually go unbelievably hard. 3 of them are in there, but 3 of them are still coming, and I gotta order 4 more books for top shelves. Oh my god. Oh, and there's another one on the nightstand. Oh my god. The real question. Have you read all of these books? Other than the ones you just bought? Are all the books on that, are they all read? Or are some of them just books you were just like, that looks cool, I'll read it someday? That's the signifier of if it's a... If they're all ones you've read, well then, that's fantastic. My costume came with the wrong size cape. The costume was medium and the cape was XL. I haven't fixed it. It looks awful. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, yeah, it just sounds like the cape serves as a great blanket. What do you mean? And there is an Assassin's Creed book as well, and I'm gonna get more of the... There is! I know! I actually own many of them. I have up on my shelf, I have... You know what? I see it's Someday remind me to send you a photo of my bookshelf. I really like. I think I have more. Matter of fact, I'm almost certain of it. Cause that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 on that side, 65, 70, probably another 10, 80. I got about just shy of 100 books on my shelf. It is. I am running out of room of where to put them. So I'm not the person to talk you out of this addiction, to be honest. But yeah, I actually do have. I bought them eons ago. I got them at like a. There's this great in like upper in the low side of never mind, I'm not gonna say where. There's in a store, in a used bookstore, there was this great crate of Assassin's Creed, of like just like a catalog of 2000s video game books. It was like a bunch of books about Halo too. I didn't buy that. I don't know anything about Halo, but it was like a whole bunch of Halo books and then a bunch of Assassin's Creed. I was like, these games have books? Huh? And I think some of them are just literally the plot of the game. One of them it's the plot of Revelations. And one's the plot of Brotherhood. Then one's called like the Secret Crusade and stuff like that. Like, so some are other plots, but then they're literally just the plots of the games, but like told in first person with like a bunch of added details. So I was like, hey, it's kind of sick. It kind of bangs, not gonna lie. Especially when you play the game, you're like, you know where it's gonna go, but like you don't know all the details it's gonna provide. It's pretty great. Supposed to have a half cape. There's nothing on up material for full. It looks bad. Oh, it probably does. I can understand that. I used to have more. I gave a lot away not too long ago. Ooh. I used to have, I think, 120. Dios mío. No space. Had to give them away. Got the one from Mirage. I got that one. I don't actually. The last one I have is Revolution, which was for the third game. It came out at the same time as the third game, I think, and I never got another one after. Not because they were bad, just I think I fell off. No, because I played 4 and then I played Unity, and then I think I watched a YouTube playthrough of Rogue. I like didn't buy it. I like watched a playthrough because it was at the same time that like it was like weird. It was like released on Xbox 360, but Xbox One. It always was like a weird thing. You know what I mean? Oh, it was, but the one from Mirage is the background story for the mid. Oh, that'd be sick. I've never played Mirage. Was that a good game? It was one that I've always like hemmed and hawed on because I was like, oh, it seems like they went back to form. But then I know it's got like a bunch of like superpowers in it or whatever. I own a single book and it's been trapped behind my cupboard for about a year. What do you mean? What do you mean? Magical, what do you mean? I own one book. And it's trapped in another realm behind my cabinet. It shall never see the light of day again. It is bound there in faith forsaken. Oh my god. For a year is crazy. Like the fact that you know it's there and you say, yeah, but I don't want to get it. It's inconvenient, you know? Imagine running out of space for books. I got over 100 single issue comics. Oh my god. I had to change up early on with comics to be to only collect trades when I collect them. And even then I'm so selective. Oh, there's so many. I'm glad with the collection I have, but ooh, I need to stop collecting so much stuff. If I end up if because of this, like, if I have to move again soon, which I may have to, due to some stuff, like, I'm gonna be cursing myself for how many of these freaking books I got, dude. Oh my god, comics and just random things. Oh my god, I've recently gotten into like mini painting for D&D because my friends got me a bunch at one point, and I was like, oh, well, this is gonna become an addiction. Like I just knew. Oh my god, animals, am I right? I can't get it without moving the whole thing. I can't be bothered doing that. I know the feeling, but it's just so like the mental image of just like, oh, that cabinet? That's the cabinet that guards the Book of Doom. Like, the Necronomicon's behind there. Just seems like such a funny thing that you just know a book's back there. Or even funny if it's just like, I don't know, Cooking with Julia Childs or something like that. Like something totally just banal. Oh my god. Find the ACID books in English. All the other books in the shelves are in Dutch. Oh! Besides my D&D books, those are English. Nice. Mirage was really good. Oh! Worth the pickup. Were you skipping any of its dialogue? Just story not memorable, but really good. Oh, okay. So it was like a fun game. Is it back to being very assassin-y? I hope so. That's something that I've always been like, oh, it's kind of missing that now. Send over the books now, but I'm gonna keep them safe. Yeah, let me ship. You know what? It'll be cheaper to just ship every book I own to Europe. Yes, of course. You know, especially because I think you'd really get a kick out of political and moral philosophy, classics throughout history, or maybe the global political economy. Oh god, I have too many books from this degree, dear god. Or the collective writings. Yo, Magical, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Or the collective writings of the poet Virgil. Oh god. And then, well, I mean, over my dead body, are you getting my Percy Jackson books? Those are staying with me. I can sell them? No. I remember most of these textbooks. I've kept because, like, so like when I got started and at the end of first year, I remember they had like a book buyback program or whatever. And I went by and I was like, okay, yeah, all right, here, let me show this back. I bought a book called just about it was like the 6th edition of a book, global politics or whatever, for like an intro to poli-sci, because I was like, I guess I'm doing a degree of that, or whatever. And then it was $300. Oh, and it was mandatory, and I had to get it. Cut to the end of the year. Book buyback said, oh, this will be fine. At least I can get my money back. It's a good chunk back, I get there. Slap this tome on the table, all right? It shakes. The folding table, it quivers beneath the weight of this absolute beast of a book. And I say, oh, well, how much can I get for this one? It's the first one I'm offering up. This lady behind the desk, there she is. She has her glasses with the little beaded rope that curls behind them to make sure that it stays on, She takes them off and on, and they'll hang off her neck. And she got these large bulbous hanging earrings of little cherub babies. I will never forget the visage of this woman. And she is there, just, oh god, she stunk to high heaven of cigarette smoke. And she looked to me as though I was Mike Wazowski, as she said, $4. $4? Oh, you're killing me. What do you mean $4? This thing was $300. Oh my god. And she just leveled me with that stare. Not a time to give to me. And in my shock and horror, do you want it or not? And I was like, oh my god. Suffice to say, I kept the book. The reasoning was apparently the prof had changed to the 7th edition for the next semester, so there'd be no way for them to sell it as a used copy. Mind you, that 7th edition probably added nothing. Oh, I was devastated. No, I want the Percy Jackson books. I actually read those. You haven't I see. Have you never? I see. Look at me. Look me in the. Look at me. Look. Have you never read the Percy Jackson series? I see. Moo. Have you never read? Have you never read the Percy Jackson series? I see. This must be rectified. Oh my gosh. Integral reading. Oh my god, you can borrow my Jack Reacher series. They're in Dutch. Okay, so first I gotta learn Dutch. And then I gotta learn about, I don't know, whoever the big guy is who plays him, or Tom Cruise or whatever. One of the two. I still use my 300 textbooks from school. They were investment perks of being trades and sorts. I mean, the benefit, actually, in fairness, I have made use of these textbooks. Have been useful for every subsequent year, because they're still, like, at least I'm doing at least it's a degree that's, like, not on you. Like, when it talks about the theory, it's like, okay, the theory's been written from, like, Aristotle onwards, so it's the same stuff and the same theorists, and I can still quote them a lot, so that's great. And even beyond, they're useful for, they've actually, some of them I've been able to quote in YouTube videos. Speaking of, check out the channel. Haha, hee hee, haha, self promo, haha, haha. Oh my god. But my god. What a time to be alive. Yeah, a $300 textbook. Oh my god. I'm still reeling about it. That still hurts. Primary school had one time they wanted to read a certain book to see what difficulty. Yes, that was my dyslexia, and I forgot to bring it back. Oh. Oh. I haven't, don't have the money for it. You gotta, listen. You got. Wait, don't have the money. You just bought books. What do you mean? Don't you come in here with I don't got the money. Ipo? 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 Where's my slime? Where did he go? He's not even dead. There's no, like, slime balls anywhere. Ipo? Where did he go? This is gonna happen to Ipo. No, he just went out. He just went out for a little. He'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be back. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. He's just went off on a little adventure. He's a big boy. He's allowed. He's just went out on a little adventure. He's fine. He's fine. But the 7-year one, and I needed to finish that series. I can't have 4 till 6 without having 1 until 3. Listen, I'm just saying. It's foundational to who I am as a person. Listen, should have put him in a boat. He had a name that he definitely didn't despawn, and he didn't die. There's no slime balls. If he died, there would be slime balls, and there wasn't. So he's not dead, and he's not, and he didn't despawn because he had a name tag on. So he's fine. He's just gone fishing. He's fine. Don't worry about it. It's kind of funny how they want to promote reading more, but then make books hella expensive. True. They're like, well, we want to promote reading more, but, well, capitalism. Oh my god. Well, I guess we just have to make our own printing press. Honestly, Listen, I'll be so real with you. If I wandered around, if I went up, like if I was down on like just 51st and like I was walking around and then somebody just came running out at me and like hear ye and handed me like pages printed on a printing press for their newsletter, I'd read it. I'd take that to heart. I would give them the time of day. If somebody comes out there like, oh yes, my scribe has translated and transposed this work for you, my lord, I'm reading that. Hand it over. Let me see. Off in the distance, Father, help, please, Father, help. He's fine. He's probably just getting himself into a little bit of not trouble, just some hijinks. We want you to read more, but also slime ball despawn. No, those wouldn't have despawned either because I didn't. The chunk wasn't loaded in. It'd be there if he died. He could have melted. No, that doesn't sound like him. No. What is he? Frosty the Snowman? I don't think so. Melted. No, surely not. Oh no, I missed 5 books from the other series. There's apparently a new one. No. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh wait, it's not out yet. It's coming before my birthday. So someone pretty please nice and buy me the book, pretty please. Well, I see you gotta link me when your birthday is, and then I gotta send a cruise missile with the book on it to you. I gotta launch it on a Tomahawk missile and just be like, all right, straight to the Dutch. And it'll find you. Sure, I'll bring it. I'll bring you the book at the next TwitchCon in Amsterdam. They're like always in Amsterdam, aren't they? Or like in Rottenburg or whatever. Rothenburg, Gutenberg. Rotterdam, that's what it is. Not Rottenburg, Rotterdam, my bad. Oh, let's see. I don't know places. All right, let's see. Oh my god. And I'll apply to be like, all right, you're applying for this visa, business or pleasure. And I'll be like, well, business. I'm delivering a book. What? Yeah, I'm a courier service. I'm delivering a singular book across national lines. I'm carrying for some reason I'm taking it from where I am across the Atlantic, across numerous time zones for delivery. Just cause. Oh my god. Rotterdam 2024 till 2026. Till 2020, 3 years in a row they're doing Rotterdam. Why? What happened? Why not like Italy or like Spain or like I don't know, TwitchCon Prague or like TwitchCon Bavaria, where's my TwitchCon Hanover, These are the questions that should be being asked, because cheaper what? Just because they'd have to revive the Hanoverian dynasty and recreate a nation? That's gonna be expensive. TwitchCon Atlantis. TwitchCon, they build a city and sink it for the sake of TwitchCon. They build a floating city in the middle of the Atlantic and then sink it right at the end of TwitchCon. That's their gimmick for the year. You too can be part of the sinking of Atlantis. They sell it as a gimmick, as a cult. Oh my god. live streamed of the sinking of Atlantis today. Oh my god. They made a deal with Rotterdam Ahoy to keep it there for a few years in a row since it was a huge hit in the Netherlands. Netherlands in the middle of Europe. So middle of Europe? Ain't the Netherlands coastal? Aren't you guys like across from like Britain? Middle? But ain't the middle like Austria? I don't. In fairness, I've never taken a geography course, so I can't say. Ain't the middle like? I don't know. Yeah, like. Yeah, but we still the. Yeah, but we're still the middle. I don't know if that's how are you both the middle and the edge? What do you mean? There's a lot of coast in here, north, south, west. True. But I still feel like it's on the edge, plus a few islands. But like, England is still part of Europe. Yeah, but like, okay, but like that's not like the defining factor of like where the edge of Europe is. You're not like, yes, Ireland, that's the edge of Europe. That's the edge of the British Isles. I feel like if I looked at a map, I feel like Austria is pretty central, or like, I don't know, Germany. Like Frankfurt or something. Is it called Frankfurt? Is that the place? Oh, my copper's oxidized. Nice. And it's in the EU state. Oh, it's a customs union. And that's not. Hey, wait, that's not. That's a customs union. Don't you come in here with your with your EUs. It's a customs union. That don't mean nothing to a continent. Depends on where. Isn't Austria like the bottom of Germany? Am I losing it? Or like, I don't know, I guess, or like Switzerland? You know, where's my TwitchCon Liechtenstein, huh? Just triple the population of Liechtenstein in a day. Where's my TwitchCon what's the tiny one that's like between, I mean Liechtenstein, but like what's the tiny one between France and Spain? Luxembourg? Is that what it is? Is it called Luxembourg? I feel like that's wrong. How east do you want to go? I mean, isn't the edge like the Ukraine and parts of Russia? Straight down to like, you know, I guess Turkey if we're counting EU countries, and Greece if we're not, or I guess no, probably I don't know what it's called. I think it's where Thracia used to be. Romania, I think is what it is. Is that what it is? Transylvania, Romania, is it? I need a map of Europe. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm opening a map of Europe right now. This is crazy. I'm gonna cry in a corner. What do you mean? What do you mean? This isn't crazy. This is exactly. Listen. This is fine. I'm just locked in. Austria is absolutely in the middle of Europe. Are you crazy? The middle of Europe? Netherlands? Oh my god. Oh my god. Austria's east? It's dead center! I'm It's like the same distance from like the edge of France, which is at the edge of the UK, like the I don't know, Brittany, or what's that now called? The city of Brest. From the city of Brest, in real place in France. Dear God, over to. It would be over to Luhansk, I guess is what it's called, in Ukraine. That's the distance. If you want to use Central Europe time, then you gotta click on Amsterdam. Amsterdam is for a reason the Central European time zone thing too. Yeah, because the British made up the time zones. This is British propaganda. This is because the British said so once. And now everybody's like, that's the time zones for all the world. Why I oughta. Most of Europe's population is around the coast, the same way Canada and America are. Man, no, most of them are in Austria. I've decided. Me, Napoleon. I've decided. Listen. Hey. Which one of us is named after the guy that tried to conquer the place? Hey, you know, I think, hey, bing, bam, boom. I think I know. I think I know which one of these places is the middle, you know. All right, Betty, time, bye. Oh my God, later I see. Oh, it's probably so late for you, dude. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope you have a great weekend, King. You gotta let me know what we want to do. A way out. I got it locked and loaded, King. So ready to go whenever. But we need to find a way out. Just let me know when you're available. That's what I just asked you. Oh my God. I'll shoot you a message. I will shoot you a message, and we will coordinate. We'll find a time. Oh man. I will say, it fascinates me. The intricacies of Europe. In terms of like what is and isn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, the same thing happens in this. It's like, you know, in America, it's like, there's Europeans who would be like, oh, well, by our logic, you know, California is part of the South, you know, yeah, so of course, because it's part of the southern part of the country, yes. But then no, no. Same way Florida, not part. No. So you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, no. So I understand. I understand where it's like, no. Nobody here considers that central, even if it's like geographically there. But oh my god, it's such a funny thing to me. The idea of like, there's all these little tidbits in it, especially because it's all predicated on centuries of conflict. Oh, it's like, hey pal, listen, there was literally 100 years of war to ensure these lines, you know? And I'm like, hey, well, you know, I think, yeah, it was 100 years of war, I think, that ended in the drawing of most of the lines, I think, with the Treaty of like Westphalia or whatever. I think it was Westphalia. Oh, what a time to be alive. Probably shocked, actually. It sounded miserable. I gotta be so real. Like, that did not sound like it was a good time to engage in a day-to-day life. Oh, I don't even know, like, how like, at the point you're at, like, a century of warfare, I don't even know how you're, like, I mean, it's very different. Like, it wasn't, like, a total war in the way of like, you know, a World War I or a World War II, so it wasn't, like, every aspect of society had become war-torn. Because, you know, there were battlefields, and that's where things would happen, and it was very, like, far-flung in that way for your average person's experience, but My God. It's gotta be a way. Every what, few months, somebody riding on in. Hear ye. You are now all French. Hear ye. You are now all British. Hear ye. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I got a bit exhausted. Which one are we now? You know? Which is true, actually. We do know from firsthand historical accounts that there was genuine like confusion at times. People were like, I don't know which king we're meant to be serving. I don't know who and actually that would lead to a lot of like places like Alsace and Lorraine, were regions on the border between France and it would become the German Empire, but at the time like Prussia and stuff like that. That would then see the problems of that, where they'd be double taxed because both were taxing them, and it's like, but we paid. Well, that's not your king. Will you tell them that? They showed up with pointy sticks. What? Alas, you still gotta pay. So they had to pay in double. Oh, what a like. Well, I feel like at that point you gotta just risk it and run. But at the same time, you're all serfs. Oh no. So I could see how it could present quite the pickle. Pop, 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 pop. That's also namely why in games like things like D&D and stuff like that, it's like, nah, I don't think anybody really. People are like, I want the historical accuracy of my game. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Trust me. You want something closer to a fantasy. I mean, on the occasion for like a short little one shot, yeah, maybe sure. You want to include all these rulescapes about. You know, trudging through the mud and the dysentery and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, I can't imagine the people who are like, no, I want that realism, 24/7, baby, right into the vein. Hand it over. I really can't foresee that being the most engaging way to play. What else to say? Everybody's got I mean, I guess, yeah, in fairness, there's some weird games that are like that. Like there's the, I think it's Warhammer that has an RPG, like a tabletop one, just like a D&D type setting. But like you can die in that in character creation, which boggles my mind. Like I'm like, how is that? It's because you can risk things. Like if you're like, oh well, I want to start off the game better off, so you want to be like a field commander, or you want to like have extra abilities and stuff like that. It's like, oh well, then I you know, you can risk it all and roll, and you may get wounded, or you may even just die trying to get it. You know what I mean? And it's like death in character creation. Oh, I like political intrigue of history. Oh, actually, I can absolutely understand like wanting the realism of like, you know, oh, like I want the world to feel. I actually think it's a real problem that tends to exist in a lot of D&D games that try to find their flavoring, so to speak, I guess. Like if you want the realism of politics, it's like, oh, there is there's deference, and like, you know, titles are a thing. And it's like, yeah, you know, the baron may be smarter than the count, but the count's the count, so, you know, there's not really the social upward mobility, you know, unless something happens, like, or it's like, oh, unless we can maneuver things to get the count out of the picture, and then the inheritance of that title to somehow be able to be claimed by the baron, you know, or like that level of political intrigue, I can absolutely understand. I love that stuff in a D&D game. But I do think you often will run into the problem of like a lot of players, particularly these days, don't tend to be like unwilling to engage with that element of a fantasy world that's trying to also maintain a sense of medieval, where it's like, yeah, we're gonna go in there and you know, and just play all nobles. Oh, true, but no, like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're a bunch of mercenaries, and we're gonna go smack talk the king, and it's like, brother, I know you're a powerful like mercenary superhero type deal, but it's like, you will end up in prison. The king has the funds to guide, even if he's not strong, to hire someone to get you. And it's like, you know, and that's why it's like there can even be a realism of just like, you know, you engage with it because that's a mechanic in the end. It's like, you know, you play the game to get what you need. You know what I mean? Succession Crisis games are incredibly fun. I any of those that I played in high politics games, so interesting. Old topic. Did you actually use the textbooks you were required to buy for class? Yeah, actually I did. My textbooks were a lot cheaper and smaller, but still quite pricey. But we had required and recommended reading on the syllabi. But our prof so rarely used the required, stopped buying them altogether as my class got more niche and I started working more digitally. I stopped buying any supplies compared to freshman year of hundreds of dollars. I don't need. I mean, to that end, it's interesting. I kind of pick and choose, and also I had the benefit of so like I won't say why, you know, like I can't say who or what, but the profs that I had and stuff like that, they're all very much inclined to be like, here's the recommended, like here's the thing that I'm recommending for class because I gotta put something up. You don't need this. So that's why it was important to go to like the first day, like syllabus day, because they'd go through it and be like, yeah, this is the book for the class. I'm good to just like photocopy and send out PDFs of the chapters we're going to use from it as they become relevant on the fly. And so you don't have to buy the book. But then there's other ones who are like, honestly, the whole book is useful because I'm going to quiz you on stuff that's like in the readings that are all in the book as well as what's in class. So it's going to be a little both. And what's in the book, I'm not going to teach in class. You know what I mean? And it's like because it's like the lectures are there to be lectures where you learn from a lecture. The book is there to be learning how to do research or gain information from a book. Because especially for the degrees that like of, you know, poli-sci or history or English lit, it's like you need to be engaging with the text of a book because that's part of it. So it ends up being more relevant versus like, I don't know, there was classes that absolutely wouldn't have required their book. For the most part, even books that I never ended up using. There are books that I bought for one class that I ended up using a lot more in other classes as like a reference for papers. It's like, oh, I have a book that I could use for this like paper. You know what I mean? I don't know if anything I just said made sense. I used all mine, still do. Yo, but that's because mine were more like referencing, yeah, and on how to go. Just gonna board that up so I don't have to deal with that little creeper guy. But I spent 1,200 freshman year and like 100 second year. Yeah, it was definitely down in second year, but I feel like that's because a lot of first year courses are just like, because they're entry 101 courses, their textbooks tend to be very broad, like tomes of like, here, this is broad strokes, like annual created textbooks going for at least mine of like, yeah, here's a broad strokes of all of globalization, all of the global political economy, you know what I mean? And so because it's so top down view, like high level view in that way, because you're just brushing through it, because as you go in at least in the degree of poli-sci stuff like that, like you specialize more and more, and it's like, okay, well, I'm probably not going to need, if your focus is international relations, you're not really gonna need too many books on like policy development, or you're not really gonna need too many books on, or vice versa, you're not gonna need books on the UN if you're doing domestic fare. You know what I mean? I went to school for fashion design, which is basically a trade. So it's like, here's pattern drafted. You'll use all 4 years. Yeah, my friend did. She's like, that's what she is now. She's a costume designer kind of thing for theater, and it's like her textbooks are still useful in the way that like she'll like book a show as like be like a head of wardrobe in a theater kind of thing, and they'll be doing a show and they'll be like, yeah, we think the time period we're gonna go for is like, and they'll just toss them out, and it's like, okay, now I can engage with this because, all right, let me go re-review that section of the like textbook so that she's like, I know this, I just have to reacquaint myself with that time period so that I can reorient what the design should be like. I'm like, that's so cool, dude. That's so interesting. I still buy textbooks and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Well, because it can have use, you know? It's like, I think she had to do, it was a production of, it was a while ago, I think. It was a production of like The Woman in Black or something like that. So it's like, oh, I gotta do that sleeve thing. Yeah, or the sleeves, yeah, where it's like, it was a time period of the director being like, hey, I want it to be late 1800s, Victorian maybe. somewhere between, and they like were like 1860 and I don't know, like 1950 or like whatever it was. It's like, that's way out of the Victorian, because he wanted sleeves or whatever. They like really didn't make sense at all, and it's like, okay, that is way too modern and makes no sense for the time. So it's like the textbook is able to at least offer not just a touchstone for her, but like also a touchstone for like the people she's working with, to be like, no, here is a literal textbook. Read that paragraph. It will tell you why you're an idiot. Land of the mutton sleeve. Oh my god. It's so fun. I don't know. It's so interesting to me. The like the arguments you have to be where it's like, what are you talking? Like, and don't get me wrong, I understand it, and there's definitely times where it's like, okay, yes, we're in the modern day. There's sacrifices that have to be made for the sake of time of the production or whatever. It's just like, yeah, sometimes you cheat where you can, kind of thing. They wanted butterfly sleeves on something that would have just not typically not have it typically. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. You're right. It's far enough back now that I'm like, I forget exactly what it was. I remember telling Edward, be like, oh, it was this crazy thing. I think she eventually was able to talk sense into them, but it's this thing of like, in no way will this make sense for its time period. Why would we do that? Why? There are things that I can do from the time period that'll emulate what you want, but it's not that. And it's like, how do we meet middle ground? She did, yeah. Eventually, she was able to basically, because my understanding it was the director was following just what like the designer wanted, and the designer, who's not the head of costumes, just had like a vision in their mind, and like weren't physically even like they were like in. I think they were like I think they were in LA, and they were just like sending email, and it's like, if you can't even be bothered to like go, why are you? There's so many people in this godforsaken territory that it's like, why? None of it is teeming with people who would take the position as a designer for a stage production. Why are you hiring somebody who's refusing to leave LA? Oh my god. People come here to like uproot their lives for this specific, for none of it. For this specific kind of opportunity. Why are we talking to somebody over there? The most populated place in Canada. Yeah, well, specific, you know, none of it in theater in Canada is just so world renowned, you know? Yeah, it's people just, you know, it's what they do when they visit, you know, it's where they go. People are like, oh, we're visiting Nunavut. We should probably see the theater. Yes. You know? Get Rex Stratford. Yeah, who needs the Globe, you know? Who needs the Globe? You are what? Shakespeare? Yeah, the British have it too good. My god. What? Why did you go Britain? That makes none of it. The best place in all of Canada. Yeah, take that, Stratford upon Avon. Yeah, is the Globe Theatre even in Stratford? I thought that was just where Shakespeare's from. Is that actually where it is? Why do I think it was in London? Where is the Globe Theatre? Yeah, it is in London. Stratford, Ontario. There's a Stratford, Ontario? And it's theater is that like intentional? Is it because of the Shakespeare bit? Quite well renowned, actually. Oh, probably. So I don't mean my mind just went Shakespeare. I didn't. My apologies. You know, none of it. We just don't always learn about other places. You know, we're far more concerned with the territories. You know. I know places in Ontario. There's Toronto and Niagara Falls and God. Oh, it's across from Detroit. Thunder Bay? 2 musicals and 3 Shakespeare play headline the Stratford Festival's 2025 season, which will feature 11 productions in total and run the beginning of November to June 2025. Nice! Classic theater for more than 70 years. Hey, sick, dude. Oh, wait, no, I recall. Yes, I feel like that got advertised at TIFF. Wait a minute, that makes sense. Windsor, that's what it is. Then where's Thunder Bay? Thunder Bay is nowhere near Detroit. It's a city in the I don't know where Detroit is. That's the problem here. You know, I just know of cities in this glorious country of Canada, and I just don't happen to know where all those USA cities are, you know. That's the issue we're running up against here. Play structure right now is Shakespeare that is retold by goblins that kind of don't know what is. Now, when you say goblins, do you mean that as like a pejorative to the people putting on the play? Or do you mean like in the diegetic world of the play, it's fanciful goblins like little like little goblins with like green men with big ears and the like, you know, like little goblins and orcs retelling, like, or are you making a pejorative of the people who put on these plays as though you feel they're uncultured swine? Thunder Bay is on Lake Superior, closer to Minnesota than Michigan. God, what a name for a lake. It's on Lake Superior. You'd think it'd be in Thunder Bay. Well, really? I thought the city would be in the bay. It's crazy. When 3 goblins come across a copy of the complete works of Shakespeare, they're eager to take over the theater and take a stab at Macbeth, a unique blend of comedy and tragedy with spattered of improvisation. Goblin Macbeth, flesh and blood of the Shakespearean classic. That is so sick. Wait a minute, that's actually awesome. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. That's like those books of Star Wars that were done in Shakespearean English. I feel like it's a similar vibe of just insanity. I just ran downstairs with a cardboard roll because my dog was barking out alone, and she's just looking out the window. It's because she sees the goblins. Hey dog, the dog's right. It sees goblins outside. It sees goblins and ne'er-do-wells, hobgoblins and ghouls. I'll send a trailer to actually. I'll post it in video. Amazing. Please, no. I need to know. It's actually amazing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Live. Good Lord. I don't know if you guys heard that. There was just a very loud clap. Oh my god. The fellas just get a great dead. Sounds so close. Bam. All right. Trees. That's what I was doing. I was like, why did I come back up here? Oh, right. Trees for the path in the farm. Because Edward wants trees. But what kind of trees? Azaleas are nice. I like azaleas. They kind of are cool. I'm going to cut down these spruce. They just don't fit. Some oaks, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I wonder if I should make the tree. I'll spawn some first and then maybe edit them. In how they look, you know? The tall ones, though? You mean like that? Like that tall one? Or do you mean like the, do you mean like dark oak forest trees? Oui. Alright, I take that to mean the tall one over that way. I'm glad we've actually been able to get like some resource gathering done this stream. It's like we have a sizable chest of deep slate now. We got the landscape is flattened and finished and filled in with dirt for the little courtyard area. Things are ticking along. I didn't realize I was getting an option when I say we. Hey, you know, that's why you gotta listen to the full question, baby. That's the main thing, you know. You gotta hear them out, else you'll jump the gun. Ah. Get a Tupac. Hey, you know, hey. You jumped the gun, King. That's not on me, man. I feel like I can auspiciously say, you know, that's like a firmly something that you did. Oh. Two question marks were in order. Well, you know, was the other question mark on back order? Would it change your answer? Would it truly deviate it so much? Sears catalog those questions. What a frame of reference. Oh. Just what a big swing. And no, the tall one fit the semi-vanilla vibe of the building you got going on. Yo. Makes sense. Absolutely unhinged though. Just a big swing with a long dead company. Long dead. Tower gone. I don't even think. God, who's in there now? I want to say it's like Amazon or something. I feel like it's a tech company that owns it now. Ah, God, I haven't gone. Like, God, who's in the Sears building? Or maybe it's, because it's like Apple, I think, owns the old New York Times building. Like that property was, I think it actually might. Oh, that's right. That's where they're putting the new bill. Okay. Clipper Equity. That's who's. Yeah. He was at the company when it went down. It's personal. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Hold up. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Am I to understand? Edward, you worked for Sears? For Sears? What? 2017. Okay, I guess didn't realize dropping unknown lore. I guess that's just shy of it. I guess it was open a little longer than I thought. For some reason, I thought I did close it in like 2013. I was like, surely. Nah, forget. Think that doesn't sound like me. Wait, didn't anyone share this like a year or two ago? Did they? I feel like I remember Sears. HR. Okay, I remember HR, so maybe I just disconnected the fact that HR was Sears HR. So that must have been rough, actually. At the very end, that must have been. Hey, where's my bench? Hey, you know, like that must have. Have the same conversation like every 4. There is no shot. I challenge you. I'll make it longer. Between now and January of this year. That is 7 months. You point me to the VOD and the timestamp where we talk about Sears. Oh, you mean that? Oh, you mean that I'm a recurring jukebox of bits? Oh, okay, then that's fair. All right, all right, I'll give you that. I thought you were saying. I thought you were implying that you know somehow I had just forgotten that we were long-standingly talking about Edward's time at Sears. Oh, I had multiple 2 weeks notice, and the same day I chose my final day was the day they laid off half the head office. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, so wait, you quit? Like, did you know the ship was going down, or were you just like, all right, I'm done here? And then suddenly it just collapsed? Because that's kind of funny in the way that I feel like I would just be like, yeah, it was all me. I was holding that place together. Yeah. Turns out they would have kept me. I was pension and benefit. Oh, wait, then why'd you... Wait, so you submitted 2 weeks without them telling you that they wanted you go... Wait. Well, now I'm confused. I mean, I guess in the end, they probably... I don't know if they would have been able to pay you back. Isn't that like the thing that they got in big trouble for was the fact that a lot of people's pensions were lost? I feel like everybody's 401k got screwed, you know? Sears and Skype don't know you. Oh my god. Never talk to me about my business or Skype. All right, listen. Listen, never tell me about that place. Oh, it's a weird thing. She's America's fault. It sounds right. It sounds right. Like, if memory serves, I don't think... Because that's kind of like what happened. Like, I think Toys R Us kept going in Canada, right? Because it's like, for like years. It's gone, I think, as of this year. But it kept going for a long time. And then, I think only... Like, the one here only collapsed because of mismanagement by the American, like, because there's way better protection. Same with, like, I think Europe also, like, there's just better protection around, like, the shady stuff that can be done on Wall Street. So it's like, Companies don't default as easily anywhere else. Eddie Lampert, and it meant we couldn't properly pay into things. Kmart, hedge fund owner. Ah. The classic. Hedge funds. You mean to tell me the good people of the hedge fund community, they were crooked somehow? Well, more so separate company. Yeah, sure. I guess what I mean is like there's a lot of companies that that operate outside of the U.S. as the same company effectively, but are legally different companies because it's like laws. In some cases, because they can't incorporate in the same way in the location they've gone to, or in other ways, it's like, oh, to operate here, we can't do the shady stuff we do in America. And like, because if you are a company and you do things illegally in another country that are illegal in your own country, you can still typically be charged for them. I mean, somebody has to go through the effort of proving that you're doing the thing. And you know, that's why a lot of people don't in like quote unquote third world countries, so to speak. Though that is a poor term to use and should not really be. It's not accurate naming because it's not in a Cold War anymore. Oh yeah, Amazon still. So like, you know, oh hi Twitch. Oh no, not every company. I meant there are companies that don't. Amazon has yet to truly be how do I phrase this? Amazon, a lot of the practices of Amazon that have been recorded have not necessarily been taken up or at least won as court cases against them, and therefore no proof burden of so has been placed to show that they are doing a criminal activity. Namely, because they settle. Companies almost always try to settle because if they settle, they can keep doing the thing. If they settle, then there's no, because most legal systems, particularly in the West, work off precedent law, which comes out of the British system, and so in precedent law, you know, I'm not a lawyer, this isn't lawyer advice. In precedent law though, you don't want the precedent to get made if you want to continue to do the thing that you're doing, because once there is a precedent, then it's provable that it's illegal, like somebody's weighed in on it, and so if you're doing it, then it's a knowledgeably illegal thing to do. Whereas if it's undecided law or no precedent exists, then you know, go. That's why so many companies settle and want you to settle. Because if you settle and never take it to court, which I understand private citizens doing, because it's like, okay, that's one, incredibly expensive, even in class action, and two, you're likely to get hounded, maybe worse, forever and ever. So it's like, you know, they don't want it to go there because then you can get got. Yo, make it out though. Bye. Later. Thanks for the 4 minutes. Bye. What a fun little drive by. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. I think the power flickered. Oh, come on. There's no way I'm gonna lose power. That's stupid. I mean, it'd not be long, but still. AEW Canada split off almost immediately. I want to say it was because someone just bought out all the franchises in Canada in the 70s. That feels crazy. That feels hilarious. What do you mean? Somebody's just like, all of them. I want all the A&Ws. Every Papa Burger that comes off of this fryer in this nation will be by my hand. I'm sorry, humans almost gifted to. Yeah. They've calmed down. Thankfully, I'm so glad. I, so far as I'm aware, they're keeping they're spending it on them now, and I'm so glad / happy and proud of the, like,
It's unbelievably nice. Nice doesn't even describe. I feel ill when I think of it. It's too much. And so I just hope they are enjoying themselves and keeping themselves. I'm proud of them for like spending the money on them now. You know what I mean? Like for not. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that ungratefully. Again, I can't even convey how insanely nice it is of them. I felt bad. I do occasionally, because it's like, bruh, please. You should spend money on you. I mean, if like, I don't know, if somebody's independently wealthy, then I mean, obviously feel your boat. But so far as I'm aware, that's not the case. And so it's like, bro, this is way too generous. You are way too kind of an individual. I can't, in any capacity, repay or like offer something of equivalent value to what they've given me in that capacity, especially for what it's been able to do for me in terms of, I don't know, even just keeping lights on at times. So, good lord. Okay, I can't talk about. I'm going to cry. I can't think on it too much. I try to avoid it because it really is. I don't know. It's probably lame, but it's really insanely overwhelming. In like a positive way, but in like a you know. So what fence color are you thinking? Based. I'm thinking what's oak? So I'm between. I kind of like birch almost. I don't know if it'll look good, but I almost like the idea of birch because it's like a contrast of the yeah, like it's just a contrast, the brown with the kind of cream color of birch. You know, I still, you can't just cheer on my tears. Oh my god. Yeah, cry. Oh god. No. Pop, pop, pop. Ow. And then the other one I'm thinking of is also bamboo. I don't think bamboo will look as good as birch because it's way more yellowy than it is kind of cream color, but it is niche cased in the sense that like a bamboo fence is very different looking, so it would give it it would be like a different vibe. You know what I mean? Blend in with it. Yeah, exactly. It's like a little too yellowy, and so pink. And so it's one of those things that I'm just like, I feel like it just won't look good overall. But I don't know. To mildly bully the streamer with positivity. Yes, actually. Well, the bullying part is part of the that's the social contract of Twitch. Oh, I'm fine with the bullying part. It's why I always maintain that, hey, I'm fine with people coming in here to do the haha funny bully for me, not to each other, because you know nobody else signs up for that. I sign up for it. That's what this is. But we don't do that here. Positivity, based. It's the positivity. That's the mean bit. Hey, you come in here to be mean to me. You don't come in here to be nice and happy. It's illegal. It's a crime. I think I actually have a bunch of birch fence made. Like if I head back to the end up to be let me believe maybe 5 years ago. It's written in ink. It's man signed the contract and it burst to flames. Just boom, 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 boom. Are you ready? And I put that energy into Napoleon after a year. Oh no, I'm a cycle of violence. No. Oh no! Devastated, devastated. Truly, I am the meme then of the soldier taking the grenades or whatever the heck. Oh, I don't. I really thought I had a bunch of birch fences made. Why did I think I had birch fences made? I mean, I got birch wood, so we're like fine. It's just like I'm so sure. I'm so ready. Where did I put the red one? You're sticking around from the raid. If you're vibing with that grind, check out these after the stream. Yo, based. Yes, YouTube channel. New video coming out soon. It's very different from this, actually, in earnest. It's a lot more video essay-ish. But it's a good time. And then yeah, also feel free to join the Discord. Good time there as well. Good people. It's got some YouTube comment. What did we just say about being nice? From the great man, I hear something coming out soon. Maybe. The next one, I don't know. Without giving it away, I don't know. For this next one, if I feel like a madman. It's been in the works since the last one. This has been one of the longest ones I've ever worked on. Not that it may be the longest one. I don't think so. It's not insanely long, or it shouldn't be. But does the link work now? It should. It should. I replaced it. It should. If it doesn't, somebody let me know. But yeah, the I think it's the most like. It's more in the vein of the robots one, I think, than anything else. Oh, I got a really nice comment actually on my most recent Meet the Robinsons video. Oh, it was so funny. It was this guy like, there better be something coming in the fall, baby. I'm waiting for it. Because every fall I've realized I've released some retrospective. Capitalism, let's go. Not anti-capitalism. I just mean it's in that vein. Of the more the less like introspective of person and more introspective of I don't know, like theory and politics and the like, you know. Be crazy to get Rise of the Guardian Fall video. Would be wild. Hey, stop reading ahead. Stop reading the screen. That's actually that is one that I've toyed with. Not necessarily for fall, just for another thing. It's one I love that movie so much. I don't know why I was like obsessed with the Jack Frost character forever, for fivever when I was a kid. I was like I wanted like a poster of like in my room kind of thing. I don't know. There was something about like the character that just like. I don't know, it captivated me somehow in like a way that I don't even know why. Like, yeah, he was an interesting enough character. It's just like, I don't know, just one of those characters that like, I don't know, make you feel funny. And you're like, I don't know why I like have such a like thing about this, you know, like you're like, why is this character so like, I don't even know what the word is for it. Intriguing? I guess that's the word, yeah. I've only begged for a little over. Hey, I referenced it in the Meet the Robins video. Everyone loves that. I think it's whatever Chris Pine did in the VO booth. You know, that dude just. It was like at his early stage too. It was like really early. I feel like in Chris Pine's career. I think he just done the first Star Trek. He was like still becoming the next like it guy. Did you? I gotta rewatch. Yeah, it's referenced in there. It absolutely is, and not like reference throw. Like I name it. Yeah. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're in love. But yeah, anyway, the main thing, one of the parts that's held up this one so much is I've rewritten it so many times because it's like, I keep feeling like, no, this is too serious. No, this is too, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a heavy topic. So I'm like, this is getting too, like, into theory. This is getting too academic. This is getting too, you know what I mean? So it's been an interesting process to try to, like, find where I want the voice of this next one to be. So here's hoping it's a good one and, you know, makes, what's the word, sense, I guess. He did a very good job with emotional conveyance through VA in the movie, and the story arc of Jack is just relatable in a way. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I remember there was this crazy time when that movie came out, because I remember there was this, like, it was around the same time as, like, How to Train Your Dragon, which is on my mind because obviously they just did the live action of that recently. And it's this thing of, like, I remember seeing, I don't know, it was like a comic, I guess. It was like a comic of people being like, these guys should, because I guess, yeah, we don't know what time period exactly per se the opening with Jack Frost happens. And so I guess people were like, must be same time, but they're like different studios. So it was this very funny thing of, like, people would make comics of, like, the two of them, like, going on adventures or hanging out. It was cool. It was an interesting idea. Or I don't think I've ever seen anything of, like, oh yeah, a DreamWorks character and a Disney character, they should hang out. Like, I feel like that's, like, one of the only times those things have really happened. Or maybe they are both DreamWorks. No, Rise of the God. Are they both DreamWorks, actually? Wait a second. Cause yeah, it was, oh, Elsa was involved as well, I think. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of Disney. Cause yeah, Rise of the Guardian, was that Disney or was that DreamWorks? It might have been a DreamWorks film now that I think about it. It was DreamWorks. Okay, so both of those were DreamWorks. But yeah, it was this interesting period of, like, a comic. Think of a Jack got shipped together a lot. Oh! Yeah, I can see that happen. Yeah, that took all of 2 seconds. I was like, yeah, okay, I see how that happens. I was like, wait a second. Okay, yeah, I can see. Yeah, right. That tracks. I think there was a whole mini crossover event over Rise. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know about the. Wait, no, you're right. I don't remember too much. It was, like, very tacitly on, like, the edges of. Or like the fringes of, like, I don't even know what website. I'm trying to remember. I think it was just YouTube. Like, there'd be occasionally, like, a video. No, because it was comics. I don't know, was it Reddit or something? No, I wasn't on Reddit. I forget. Maybe it was Instagram. I think it might have been Instagram. But anyway, it was just very, it was just this, like, there was these creators who, like, make comics that would involve the two. It was very interesting. Some people, there was, like, amazing art. There was, I was like, that is uncanny. That could be, like, a screenshot from the movie. Like, that's insane. There was oh, we've talked about that. Yes, you guys told me that was, I forget the super part, but isn't it like, is it Superman? No. Oh, Supernatural. That's what it is. And, like, Doctor Who and Sherlock. Which, I mean, 2 of those are British and one's not. That makes, like, 2 of those I could understand. Like, I could see the BBC doing a Red Nose Day crossover with Sherlock and Doctor Who. Like, I can viscerally see that, especially during the period of, like, the Matt Smith Doctor Who. Viscerally, I can see that happening. I don't know where Supernatural comes into any of that. Brother, they're in, like, the South, just driving around in a, what was it? Oh God, what was your car? Was it like a Camaro? Supernatural Doctor. Yeah. Those are big fandoms that came after the anime period and helped Tumblr boom a lot for fandoms. I mean, see, that's, like, a really interesting history for that site. I wonder if it's still, is that still happening then? Like, are there still, like, are there things like those crossover-esque elements still happening on that website? I don't really like. I've never really been on Tumblr. I don't really know what goes on over there outside of the big hullabaloo that I remember happened when they banned a certain type of content. And I was like, I didn't even know they had that kind of content, but okay. And then I learned apparently that was like most of how they made money. So I don't know how they're still making money, but whatever. It'd be interesting to know what like the main crossover properties are these days. It feels kind of like the whole fan fiction thing, where it feels very comic booky, you know? I don't know why. Like, I guess that's just how I orient that stuff in my mind, but it's like, it all feels very like comic booky. They just be like, yes, and then we're gonna have this crossover, and then this crossover is gonna have, you know, these spin-off tales, and these characters who've never met come together, you know, or a what-if story, you know, has been making a comeback. Hey, good for them. Without their adult content, yeah, good for them. Tumblr is still one of the few medias where the default preview is as posted content and not what you may like first. Oh, so it's still very like Web 2.0. Interesting, or like early Web 2.0, I should say. Some people would argue that we're still in Web 2.0. That's actually really interesting. I'm curious, like, there's probably a video I say somewhere that I can go watch that gets into it, but it's like it seems like a very curious website, like one that probably has like a lot. I feel like I just didn't engage with the internet enough at the time where I probably would have like where the ships of the night were passing, and so I didn't engage with it. But it's like, it does seem like it must have had some interest in it, or at least a lot of people here who end up enjoying things that I also enjoy all know and or have used the website. So I'm like, I feel like it must have been something I would have gotten some use out of, but I don't remember ever being part of it. It's very 2.0 still, with a few later elements. They have a store now. Oh, like for their artists to like sell stuff. That's cool. Or like a store like by them. But it's to help fund the site, not the sort just capitalize. See, but that seems interesting though, because they did the whole choice to like ban the other type of content. So it was like because of advertisers. So it's like, why do that if you got a store or anything? You know what I mean? Just make it do Tumblr. It sounds like it's probably still an interesting experience versus, I don't know, the just rabbit hole that is algorithms today. Well, in any event, chat is my lights have flickered 3 times now, so I've been kind of having it on. I think I'm probably gonna end just because I really don't want to lose power. Just go out of live that way. I'd like to say goodbye. Plus, we're pretty close to the time anyway. If I recall, it was not advert related. Then what? Well, yeah, fair enough. You know what? I've never looked into it. There's probably I don't know. Maybe there's a good reason. It feels like it was also during the rise of, well, the continuous rise, I should say, of Puritan culture, but that's a whole other element of society that we don't got time to unpack. All of that. They couldn't control a certain kind of content that it was. Say no more. I get ya. Oh, God. Anyway, well, chat, on that note, chat, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you hopefully Monday. As far as I'm aware, I'll see you Monday. Stream should be able to continue as normal. And I'm hopeful for that. We'll see. I'm hoping nothing crazy happens. So thanks so much for coming out. I hope you've all had a wonderful evening. I hope you have a great time. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And I'll see you next time. Budget. Boy. Budget. Budget. Boy.